sound.
Thank God you're coming through loud and clear, Pat.
There we go. Okay. Well, we have. We'll talk about the reconfiguration of this room, et cetera, et cetera. We opened up with a little bit of Donnie Baker, and I'm very sad to report that Ron Sexton, the man behind Donnie Baker, passed away on Friday. We'll be remembering Ron today throughout the show. For those of you that aren't familiar with the behind-the-scenes stuff, Ron did the voice of. He did the incredible Tony Soprano voice. He did Coach Ralph Fontaine.
My favorite.
Floyd
the Trucker, which still wins the award for me. I cannot hear any of Ron's actual voice in his impersonation of Floyd the Trucker.
And we would on occasion, work up something for Floyd, and Ron would go, I can't do it today. It wasn't that he didn't want to. It's that whatever it took to get that voice out, physically he couldn't do.
It was way in the back of his throat.
Yeah, very, really an amazing transformation. Also, my personal favorite was Ken Tarmac. The completely self-absorbed guy that was always on airplanes, that didn't give an F about anybody else on Earth and didn't get anything. He didn't understand anything about people or life.
He wasn't in sales. He was in solutions.
That's right. And we've all worked with that guy.
Yep.
And so that was...
Ron and I were at O'Hare in Chicago making a connection on the comedy tour, and there was a guy, real-life Ken Tarmac, and we both got real quiet, and Ronnie started writing stuff down as he was saying... It was amazing.
Yeah. A lot of those phrases came from real people.
Yeah.
We'll reload and call back tomorrow. That's one I overheard. A guy fed that to Ron. We'll talk about Ron and Donnie, et cetera, throughout the day this morning. And we'll remember Ron. If you have a specific memory of Donnie or any of those people we just talked about, by all means, let us know. You can reach us, Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. A lot of tributes are showing up in various spots.
I hosted a show where Ron did, Donnie was headlining.
Oh, yeah.
But in between acts, he did Floyd and Kenny Tarmac live.
With the roller case.
Yes, yeah.
More changes than a Taylor Swift concert.
Yeah. A ton, yeah.
Well, when he first developed the character of Donnie, longtime listeners may know that it was a different voice.
It changed a little bit. Yeah. Like Homer Simpson did over the years.
Exactly. Yeah. But then he talked about doing it live, and we thought it would be funny, but he wanted to, and then he said, well, he would do a meet and greet afterward. And I said, wasn't that going to be kind of like being Santa Claus? I mean, are you going to stay in character? And he goes, oh, yeah. So many of you that maybe met him after a show, he could turn the Donnie on and off. But often he would do the meet and greets as Donnie. But Ron is gone. We'll talk about him this morning, and we'd love to hear what your memories may be. On a lighter note, we were all on vacation and in various spots in the world, and saw some interesting things. I'd like to report one thing. If I hadn't heard this with my own eyes, I wouldn't believe it.
Where were you?
If I hadn't heard this with my own eyes.
Yeah, that's
exactly right.
Ready?
What he said.
Wait till you hear this.
Okay.
With your own eyes.
Yes. So there's a small airport in the Bahamas on the island of Eleuthera.
Oh, this isn't the one with the crashed plane, is it?
No.
That's in Nassau.
That's the Nassau
airport.
You're
flying to Nassau, there's a crash plane right there.
Hilarious.
On the side of
Just absolutely hilarious. It's a warning.
It's a welcome.
Okay. You can come in, but look, don't get too rowdy.
Is it like some weird art installation?
They just never cleaned it up.
They left it.
We never figured it out.
It is.
I'm
It's very
surprised you've never
distressing.
seen it. Yeah. It is very distressing.
Yes.
So the Eleuthera airport is, I mean, they're big jets that fly in there, but I'm not overstating it when I say it is the size of like 4 huts. And you go there and you're crammed in, and then you have to wait outside in the sun. It's inexcusably awful. Anyway. No, it's truly the worst airport I've ever seen. It is. It's out of an. It looks like you're trying to get out of Saigon. You know what I'm talking about?
You got to climb up the building. There's a line of people climbing up a building with a helicopter landing. Yeah.
So, and it's packed in, and they have to have traditional security and everything. Mm-hmm. And I can't describe to you how packed it is. I mean, you're elbow to elbow with people, and
even this time of year, huh?
Oh yeah, packed.
Huh?
But I get it. You know, it's fine. But so you'll see the essence of the story is how incredibly stupid people are. So there are a lot of people that go down there for fishing and the sun, blah blah blah. So
yeah,
fishing and the sun, and don't forget the blah blah blah.
Yeah,
the blah, blah,
3 things of vacation.
So
I love a vacation.
You have to go through. You have to go through the TSA with your various gear.
right.
Oh, all right.
So if you've ever seen fishing rod cases, they're like 12 feet long, and they're
unwieldy.
Yeah, they're huge.
Yeah.
And there's so anyway, there's this guy is in front of me, and he's got these 2 fishing rod cases, and the security lady goes, "Are these yours?" And the guy goes, this was an American guy. He goes, "This one's mine. This one's probably a bomb."
Funny stuff. Did he get a laugh? Did he get any laugh?
First of all, sir, hilarious. Secondly, what are you doing?
Did I mention hat on backwards? Douche right away.
Good God!
What if I hadn't heard? I'm like, you've got to be joking.
So did they go? Look, don't joke about that.
Did they clear out the airport?
Shut it down.
Did they take him to the interrogation hut?
Had it been in the United States, they would have immediately cleared the airport.
Sure,
Yeah, absolutely.
they would have arrested the guy, and
They should have. I wish they had, and put him in a Bahamian jail. But no, the lady blah blah blah, and then they looked in the thing. What a moron!
Yes.
So, that's life. So please don't do that.
She has to ask. So yeah, don't give her a hard time.
The TSA everywhere. They're working hard. Don't be an incredible douchebag.
I ain't gonna take my shoes off for anybody. I don't know this woman.
You gonna retime for me?
That's right. You can kiss my ass.
You want to see my feet? You can go to Feet Finder and pay for it, you freak.
Sounds like Drew Hastings now. Freebies.
The guy next to me, of course, on the way. Shoes off.
Sure, yeah, you want to get comfortable.
And of course, the plane when we got on was about 107 degrees.
His dogs are barking.
Oh, they're sweating and aromatic in that temperature too. 107 degrees.
Nice shoes though. He had the On Clouds, the latest apparently.
Latest in plastic shoes.
Yeah, I guess. Okay. Coming up, we're going to talk about our friend Ron and Donnie and Floyd, et cetera, et cetera. We'll find out what everybody else did on vacation. Right now,
I made a severe error. We'll talk about it.
Oh,
and I saw Oppenheimer. So on a regular screen, I haven't seen it on the big screen yet.
I saw Barbie.
I'm going back. Excellent. I heard Barbie killed.
Killed at the box office. Yeah.
I've heard wildly different reviews.
You will hate it.
Yeah. Oh, you'll hate. You will hate Oppenheimer because
you hate Barbie.
You have to watch it. You have to pay attention. You will be lost after the first 15 minutes.
You and I have both done a lot of reading on the topic.
I know. That's the only thing that might save you.
Okay. Now, I know that Josh was working on his house over the vacation.
That's right.
And understand that you had a little bit of...
You replaced a deck and put up a gazebo, didn't you?
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
well, what Tom is saying is he said I did all this. I didn't.
No, God, no.
That's because I know you don't do... But you had help from...
Angie, of course. Angie's made it easier than ever to connect with skilled professionals to get all your home projects done well. No way am I getting up on a ladder. No way am I wearing those weird cleat things and climbing a giant tree with ropes and saws. Nobody wants me doing that. If you own a home, you know how much work it can take. Boy, do I. Whether it's everyday maintenance and repairs or making dream projects a reality, it can be hard just to know where to start. But now all you need to do is Angie that. That's right. You'll find a skilled local pro who will deliver the quality and expertise you need. Angie has over 20 years of home service experience. That's 14 more years than I've owned a home. So they know. And they've combined it with new tools to simplify the whole process. Bring them your project online or with the Angie app. Answer a few questions, and Angie can handle the rest from start to finish. Or help you compare quotes from multiple pros and connect instantly. That means you can take care of just about any home project in only a few taps. Because look, when it comes to getting the most out of your home, you can do this if and when you Angie that. Download the free Angie mobile app today or visit Angie.com, and that's ANGI.com.
Thank you very much, Josh. When we come back, a lot of interesting things going on in the world of news.
And sports.
We have heat, but you think it's hot where you are. You could be sitting on top of a volcano.
That's hot.
That's hot. Hot. Also, something called the face kini.
Oh, and we've got a winner in the Hemingway Lookalike contest. I didn't tell you guys this, but I almost entered, so I know all about it this year.
And you should have won. I saw the guy.
Yeah, I didn't think he. Yeah,
my ass looks more like Hemingway.
But there's. I'd like to get a look at that.
And I do not have a hairy ass.
No.
Josh, I know you don't because you get yours waxed.
Sure.
We'll come back with the ass waxing when this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Good morning, sunshine.
This is one that I wrote, and we'd like to play it on your program.
Okay, go ahead, Floyd.
The full moonlight's enough for me to see all the woman in you. Got the wipers on with the heat on your feet. You're about to blow my fuse. I won't put it in park until it gets dark, 'cause baby, you know the rules. I can't get off with the dome light on. I can't get off with the dome light on. Shut the door, you stupid whore. They're playing our favorite song. Ain't no need to fiddle if you can't find my fiddle. I can't get off with the dome light on.
Can't get off with the dome light on.
I'm kindly old-fashioned when it comes to certain things. Never wore a pair of short pants and always ketchup on my onion rings. Some things I can deal with. Baby, I don't care if you chew. I even let you take your shoes off. But there's one thing I just won't do. I can't get off with the dome light on. Shut the door, you stupid whore. They're playing our favorite song. Ain't no need to fiddle if you can't find my fiddle. I can't get off with the dome light on.
Get off with the dome light on.
Yay!
I don't believe when you tell me that you're saving up for beauty school. And I don't believe a word you say about meeting that motley crew. And I don't believe when you tell me that you don't believe I'm a fool. But I do believe if that light stays on, the cops will see what we do. I can't get off with the dome light on. Shut the door, you stupid whore. They're playing that favorite song. Ain't no need to fiddle if you can't find my fiddle. I can't get off with the dome light on.
Get off with the dome light on.
One more time.
Can't get off with the don't let 'em.
One more time again.
Can't get off with the don't let 'em.
We're through playing now.
All right.
Hey! Hey, you dog owners, listen up. This is something for your big sweetie. Chew Works.
Has your dog ever scarfed down one of those chew sticks without really chewing?
ChewWorks has a hold to chew, which will prevent choking and GI blockage.
When dogs can't properly hold the chew stick between their paws anymore, they tend to just swallow it.
Available in 3 sizes, mini, junior, and large. Extra large coming soon.
Their whole purpose is to provide a safer and healthier way for your dogs to chew.
Chewworks.com.
Life will be strange when grandfather dies. My whole world will change. When grandfather dies, I'll scream and I'll yell, 'cause I'll be rich as hell.
And then I figured I didn't need to write anymore.
Comedian Greg Fitzsimmons has joined us in the studio. You're a New Yorker.
Yeah.
How's that going?
New York's good. Not bad. It's a strange place because no matter where you work or what you do, you come in contact with freaks. You know, I worked at a gas station for a couple of years, and the guy I worked with, strange man, former porno movie star from the 70s.
Really?
Yeah, he'd get confused every time he'd fill the tank. Halfway through, he'd pull it out and spray it all over the car. And, we lost a lot of good petrol.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedy, guests, Bob and Tom exclusives. And it's here on the internet.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the news desk. It's Christy Lee.
Hello.
We are all back.
She's on probation.
Vacation. Christy is on probation for running their trap during the commercials. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick McGee.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
This is all a different lineup because we've all moved around except me and Christy and Ace. We're in the same. Oh, and Pat's in the same place. You lunatics. I'm Chick, and here's Tom Griswold.
You know, you can't see this on the radio, but we've moved the room around a little bit, and Eddie has done a lot of work making everything look good, and we hope sound good.
And we did that and did not have to stop the sound when we were moving.
So we will we'll continue to tweak that today. We have not checked in with Mr. Godwin, who has not been with us for a couple of weeks. Pat, you recorded your television special.
How about those shows when he was gone that we had?
I hear they were amazing.
Amazing.
Oh, I give you kudos for working 2 weeks of vacation out of that deal. That was good. Good timing, Pat.
I worked the first week. We had a lot of shows.
Yeah.
And that was fun. A lot of fun down there.
You recorded your television special in Sarasota.
Yeah, on the Friday, the 2 shows. Yeah.
Have you seen any of the
I have
footage?
The footage on a Google Drive, yes. Some fat guy singing in front of a mic, that's all.
Stop.
Oh, I didn't recognize, but it looked like my uncle.
Oh, my gosh.
Is that the title? Some fat guy singing in front of a mic?
Let me tell you something.
I didn't recognize.
I will buy 10 copies of some fat guy singing into a microphone. Absolutely. Just based on the title.
That's what it looked like to me.
You went to Disney World? Did you have fun there?
Yeah, that was a blast.
Now, did you do the... what's the new scary one?
Guardians of the Galaxy. I did it. I'll never do it again.
The picture of Jimmy after that is
what is that? What is that ride like?
Well, Well, they trick you in the beginning because it's like the movie, and there's a lot of cute little things from the movie, Groot or whatever his name is. Chris Pratt. Exactly. And then you're on this, you get into a bucket-like thing, and then you're just upside down roller coaster flying all over the place. It's Space Mountain on acid. It's just crazy. You're in the dark. It's really
like a blast.
It's terrifying.
Was Jimmy as scared as you clearly are?
No, he would do it again. I wouldn't. It was amazing, though. I'm glad I did it.
Cool.
It is terrifying, though. It's 4 minutes of terror.
Good to know. Coming up, we're going to talk a little bit about our friend Ron. And Ron Sexton sadly passed away on Friday. And many of you know him as Donnie Baker on the show, or Floyd, or Kenny Tarmac, or Tony Soprano, or the most random of all, Rick, who hadn't made an appearance for a couple of years. And
he was Rick a little bit, wasn't he?
A little bit.
And Rick called out of nowhere a couple of weeks ago, and I believe Rick broke character and said, I forgot how this bit goes. I don't remember exactly, but...
he was also Dr. Phil.
Love Dr. Phil.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was just starting the My Pillow guy. He always had something new to sell. As Mike Swindell. I love that.
God.
Barkley and Tony Soprano. That was.
We'll talk about Ron throughout the morning this morning and catch up with some of your letters.
I agree with Jason. This is an email just handed me. Many condolences, of course, on about Ron. My favorite character of his was when he rarely called in as Rick. Chick would say, "Hello, Bob and Tom Show," and in a deep, quiet Southern voice, you'd hear, "Bob and Tom Show." This is Rick. Man, Jason says, I didn't care what he said after that. That opening line was my favorite. His character is the highlight of my mornings for over 20 years. Thank you, Jason.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the essence of Rick was that there was nothing there.
Right.
It was always sort of non-content. It was
beautiful.
Very funny.
Just beautiful.
Having a silly show a little bit this morning?
Yeah. Silly show a little bit.
Mike in Louisville writes, I met Ron when the Bob and Tom Show came to Louisville last year and suggested he do a bit where Donnie Baker was an Uber driver and was picking up Kenny Tarmac at the airport. Ron immediately broke into Kenny Tarmac's voice and started doing the bit live. He was very gracious and could not have been nicer. I did enjoy when he did Kenny and Floyd during the show earlier this year, and hoping he would someday do the Kenny Donnie bit live on the air one day. We've got lots of nice letters, and we'll try to get
Ron
to a bunch of them.
sent me a text about a week ago, and it was a clip, and he said, an award show finally got it right, Josh, and it was from one of the AVN Awards, which is the Porn Awards. And I guess one of his favorite actresses won for Performer of the Year or something, and he was quite pleased, and he said... but who's this other woman in the video lowering the winner's skirt so that we can't see her butt or whatever? And I go, that's not, and I texted back, that's no other woman. That's the great Dana D'Armond.
This is Shop Talk.
I don't know who that is.
Another adult actor. And he wrote back, you are the Peter Gammons of porn. And he also did Peter Gammons.
Oh, yeah. It's some baseball. Boston Red Sox.
Baseball.
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Now, we have Mr. Chick McGee across the way.
Wow, thank you, John.
While we were gone, one of the big stories involves your favorite team, formerly known as the Washington Redskins.
I'm
at present known as the Washington Commanders, but perhaps not for long. What's going on?
They do not have the patent, the trademark, if you will, for the name the Commanders. Somebody else has it. Someone in the DMV, D.C., Maryland, Virginia area.
Chick, I feel like we talked about how some guy bought it.
Yeah, just
back when they were first talking about that name.
I think this gives you a glimpse of the kind of tight ship that Snyder ran. Somebody else has. Oh, I'm sorry.
Somebody else has it? That's amazing.
He's a short little guy.
Yeah.
So anyway, over the weekend it was NFL owners unanimously approved the sale of the Commanders from Danny to a group led by Josh Harris. It's an all-star group, including Magic Johnson. He made quite the speech in front of Washington football fans over the weekend. The sale for a record $6.05 billion Snyder bought the team in '99 from the Cooks for $800 million. That's quite the return in 20 years.
And how has their record been since then, by the way?
They've made the playoffs. They've made the playoffs more often than the Dallas Cowboys.
Really?
That's
good math
all
right
that
there.
matters to this guy. Also, the league announced a $60 million fine for Snyder for improprieties corroborated by its investigation into workplace culture and business dealings. And
So you take the $6.5 billion.
right, and 60 million is like $10.
Right.
Something like that. But Snyder, evidently, the most recent accusation, and I think this is the one that all the other owners said, "Okay, yeah, we got to get him out of here, sell the team. We okay it, yeah." He was holding when the NFL teams, let's say the Colts host the Jets, both teams get ticket revenue, and they're supposed to split. Well, Snyder was hiding money from other NFL owners when they would play at FedEx Field. And you can
Classy
imagine,
guy.
you can imagine how the owners took that news. Yeah, he did what? Anyway, Magic Johnson, part of the group of new owners, told today's Craig Melvin. I like him. He's got an interesting voice, Craig Melvin. It kind of sounds like this.
Oh, really?
It works.
He does?
Yeah, a lot of personality with Craig Melvin. Yeah.
When do you get to see Craig Melvin?
He comes over on Thursdays. We're in a
Isn't he on the same time we're on?
Cribbage.
Or are you listening to Craig Melvin instead of listening to Christie's News?
Hey,
I'll take a squint at the Today Show while I'm sitting here. Craig Melvin, a name change for the team is being considered. I say we either go back to Washington football team, that's fine, or my pick would be Hogs.
I like that.
Washington Hogs.
The Washington Hogs. Sue Hogs. I know you like Red Tails, and Red Tails would be fine.
That'd be a smart.
They
move.
want to get as far away from Reds.
Washington Hogs would be good because there sure is a lot of pork in D.C., isn't there?
The politics, the socialist speaks.
Wasted money.
The old pork barrel.
Now, to get away from sports for just a second.
Oh, yes, please, yeah.
Christy mentioned, what time is it? Let's see. Oh, no, you're still on probation. I can't talk to you.
Someone named Christy said.
What?
You went to see the Barbie movie?
I did.
And I did not. I did
Thursday
traveling
night.
for the last 48 hours.
But the big night, the opening night, my girls and I.
You know, the big thing is you're supposed to see Oppenheimer and then go into Barbie.
They're calling it, what, Barbieheimer?
Yeah.
Barbenheimer.
Barbenheimer. We did not do that.
Oh.
I'm saving the Oppenheimer because I want to see it in the big theater.
They kicked me out because I said I'm here to see Barbie's Hyman. I had it wrong.
You had it way wrong.
Barbenheimer.
Wait, maybe I don't know if I want to ask this, but I really want to know if they do Ken with the kind of Led Zeppelin genitals. Do you see any no genitals?
You see nothing.
Dang. Well, I wanted to see nothing. I wanted to see a big thing of nothing. You know what I'm saying?
They don't really highlight that at all.
Don't they make a big deal out of Barbie's foot being permanently in the high heel?
Yes, and then it goes flat. That's a big deal. It's a big storyline.
I thought that might be it.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
I learned too much.
Did I like it? No.
Okay.
What? Your girls, though.
My girls said it was exactly what they expected. I thought it'd be more Baz Luhrmann-y, like showy and funny and musicals.
Are there songs and dancing?
There are, but then it gets serious, and it's like, what?
I honestly heard I was driving for most of the last 2 days. It's too boring to explain why. How do you drive back from the Bahamas? Long story.
If somebody can figure it out, though.
I hope you had a ferry involved, or your car's going to sink.
But I heard a review where they had 4 women reviewing the movie.
Yes.
You would have thought they were at a Harvard University symposium.
Oh, geez. No.
Doing a critique of capitalism. And,
oh, my God.
3 of the women had unpronounceable and foreign-sounding names. So who knows? I don't know what the movie was about.
You would hate it. My girls were like, it was okay. I mean, it wasn't my cup of tea, but I sat there.
I did see that a review saying that it's the best soundtrack for a movie in 30 years.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of good music in it, that's for sure.
Okay.
And it's pretty to look at. it's
And
bright
I also
colors.
I heard
and
the best
fun.
art direction of the year is what
Yeah.
they said.
Now, no CGI. Did I hear that correctly?
That's what I was told.
Yeah.
Now, Chick, you saw the Oppenheimer movie.
I did. It's
3 hours.
It's not told in a linear fashion. It jumps around.
But you get to see sex with Florence Pugh.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Josh,
You're gonna applaud.
it rules. It's the greatest. It's super cool.
Did you see it, Willie?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So it is Oppenheimer.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
By the way, if you want to see it and it's not, it's sold out almost everywhere. I found there's one very big hack, and that's go to the worst movie theater in your city.
Yeah.
The one where the chairs don't recline, but they give you the popcorn in the bag and you have to pop it. That movie theater, they have all the show times. You can go watch it. And then the other hack is go to the best movie theater, Spanish subtitles.
Oh.
None of them are sold out. And I know it'll kind of ruin the cinematography of it all. It might be distracting, but if you want to go see it and you can't, Spanish subtitles is how you get in.
There you go.
Cillian Murphy, and I just learned over the weekend that is the way he pronounces his name.
Okay.
I always thought it was Cillian.
And by the way, with the Spanish
Cillian.
subtitles, I learned Oppenheimer's name in Spanish, Oppenheimer.
wow.
People don't know that.
Senor.
Cillian Murphy should Oscar. Robert Downey Jr. should win an Oscar. Emily Blunt's amazing. Everybody's amazing, and it seems like everybody's in it.
Cool.
When you saw it, was the theater crowded?
Yes, very, very, absolutely packed.
I might take Willie's advice because I know a theater right up here the street that the air conditioning doesn't work. So I know that we're globally having the hottest July in history. I'll go there to watch.
Oh.
So it'll feel like the bomb's gone off.
There you go.
There's a scene, no spoilers, y'all. It's like an interrogation room type thing, and the soundtrack gets bigger and bigger.
Right.
I thought I was going to have a heart attack.
It's when the bomb goes. He handles the bomb. Just go see it.
I read a review that said this guy is famous for burying dialogue with over music, whatever you call it. He is famous for layering too much music on top of the dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
This guy said whatever happened, he pulled it back for this movie.
He pulled it back.
So you can actually hear the dialogue.
And the sound effects are during the explosions because they made the point in the movie, and I didn't know this, and I have tried to watch everything I could about. I don't know why have been caught up in the nuclear and the atomic bomb, but there were explosions. Didn't they say 9, noon, and 3 or something in Los Alamos as they were testing things? And they had a couple of those on screen, but it was photographed in a way that it was real. Like you saw it explode, and then 5 or 6 seconds later, you would hear the boom.
Yeah,
exactly, and that really enhanced it's a really good movie. Well, I'm going to probably go see it twice again.
Okay.
Cool. 2 more times.
And I'm sorry, the new phrase is it's Barbenheimer?
Barbenheimer.
Apparently, yeah. And
it's not Barbenheimer.
This is like when J-Lo meets, what is that again? Benifer?
Yeah.
Yes.
What are words like that called?
Portmanteaus?
Doucheisms?
And Willie, this is kind of a spoiler, but I've got to share it with you, Tom. The Wasteland does make a cameo.
I rolled my eyes so damn hard. Oh, this is all books. That's like when I was in college, I kept T.S. Eliot's The Wasteland on my nightstand to look like I was smart enough to try to get laid.
Right.
And Christopher Nolan, the prop master in this, does that. He's reading T.S. I rolled my eyes.
I knew you would.
I could not believe
it's
it.
Hilarious.
It was very funny. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I saw Mission Impossible.
Did you?
That's as entertaining a film as you'll see this summer.
I can't wait to see that.
Was there ever a moment when everyone in the theater was just kind of astonished and you just started laughing out loud because what happened was so silly and massive?
Yes, at one point I was laughing because I was so giddy with the action. It was so crazy and nonstop that I was like, I'm having more fun than I have in real life.
The motorcycle jump that I've seen in the trailer. Good God.
And that's like the 4th coolest thing.
Wow. Well, got some movies to go see.
Yeah.
Well, coming up, we're going to talk about the sad news, the death of our friend Ron Sexton. And we're getting a lot of stuff shown up on social media. There's a lot of inaccuracies about it, but there's also some real nice tributes to Ron, which we will get to coming up today. Also, coming up in sports, you got anything interesting?
We have a new champion of the British Open yesterday.
Guy got pooped on. Did you hear about that?
Holy Lake.
What? Literally?
Something.
Hooked on by what?
Yeah, Victor Hovland got an
Shat on?
Classy. Dean, can you? She's back on probation.
I believe that's double probation.
What the hell? Hey, potty mouth. Hey,
Did he? Was he wearing a hat? Did he shat on a hat?
That's my favorite. That's my favorite doctor.
Dr. Sluice.
You beat me to it.
We got the most romantic NASCAR race yesterday.
Oh, really? Romantic, huh?
The Poconos, Long Pond.
Oh, yeah.
Right now, the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Sometimes we are faced with lots of everything. There's sort of too much of everything. And everybody's path forward might be a little bit foggy. So perhaps you've considered therapy. And BetterHelp is a really interesting idea. And the idea is they will connect you to a therapist through the internet, and the actual therapy is done online. So the beauty of this, of course, is convenience. Flexibility. You can do it to suit your schedule. We all know everybody's schedules are crazy these days. So here's how it works. You fill out a brief questionnaire, and you will get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. And you can allow therapy to help you out, be your map to move forward with BetterHelp. It's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT show. That will lower the price if you do it that way. BetterHelp.com/BT show to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/BT show. Continue your journey with help. It's that simple. And the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Coming up also, we had the Mommy Parts flavored potato chips.
Yeah, who could forget that?
Guess what? There's an answer now. You'll find out what it is. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to...
I think they're supposed to put it in. It's a concept. Get in there! Unbelievable! Candy, that's the best butt we've had all day! Congratulations. Tom, quickly, Tom. How does it feel? My God. What is that, 80 feet? My God.
Now, right now, I'm buying a Mutual of Omaha hat, just like he has. Right now.
Save that,
You don't even have to hit it. You better hit that. That's unbelievable.
No, give me.
You don't have to put the ball right on the marker.
This is like a 2x4, okay? You just gotta practice. Can you pretend that you're on a 2x4? I do this a lot. I'm gonna hit you with this flag if you screw this up, okay? All right. Right about there now. And just straight down the 2x4. Keep it on the board. There's your B.
Yes! Money! We gotta get a picture of this, Tony.
I'm nervous.
I've seen people.
I'm Donnie Baker, and I'm going to be a pro baseball player. I swear to God I am. A lot of people think you get in your mid-30s and your career's over, but like I always say, until they stop scouting, I ain't going to stop playing. The fact remains, I'm probably the best player I know of. My Little League coach held me back because his son had a decent curveball. There's a certain range I've got, but I basically put my hopes in this. I had a full-ride scholarship to play ball at the University of Phoenix, but I had Tommy John surgery on both knees, so I don't... Can we stop now? I'm also a pitcher. I can pitch. I've got what they call a rubber arm. I can throw right-handed for days. I can throw left-handed for days. A lot of people, you know, I'm basically amphibious. So I've told coaches before, put me on the mound. The secret to pitching for me is I like to check the runner when there's nobody on base. It throws a hitter off. I swear to God it does. This is third base. I've been there before, but usually it was after proms, man. But I probably know more about the scoring position than anybody I know of. Basically, my knowledge of the game, I've been taught in different ways, but I've also invented things. I like to get my lead at third base backwards. That way the pitcher thinks there's nobody even here. It's a lot easier to steal home, and with my martial arts expertise, I've been trained at Discount Karate to scissor kick the catcher, and I can even break his karate artery if I had to. So there's no chance of a Pete Rose situation at home. I'll win it every time, especially if I got my Wolf shirt on.
Hey guys, my dad has a new album out called Under the Bed, and it would really help a lot if you were to check that out, so I can go to college. Please.
We're reminding you that's Thursday morning on the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom! The Bob and Tom Show, Thursday morning, 6 a.m. Eastern, worldwide on bobandtom.com.
Hi, this is Kostaki Economopoulos, and you are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
She's a former exotic dancer and adult film star with a rack as big as the Grand Tetons. Now, she's a small claims court judge, and all her decisions are final. Catch the hot news show from Bob and Tom Television. She's sexy. She's stacked. She's Jugs Judy.
This court is now in session. And before we get started, let's take a moment to let our bailiff introduce himself.
Hi, I'm Bob Kavoyan. Jugs Judy, may I say that you look absolutely stunning today. You certainly are one gorgeous lady.
Why, thank you, Bob. You keep flirting like that, and my gavel won't be the only thing getting banged today. My, it's a little warm in here. Does anyone mind if I loosen my robe?
Your Honor, that's what I called Exhibit Double D.
Bob, meet me in my chambers after court. I'd love to go through your briefs. Oh, and bring your handcuffs.
Yes, ma'am.
Jugs Judy. It's a guilty pleasure. Available only on Bob and Tom Television.
This court is adjourned. Now let's all go to my place for margaritas and skinny dipping. Bob.
Catch Jugs Judy only on the Bob and Tom Television Network.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Comedy via your computer. Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom, 24/7.
I swear pretty soon teams will actually, instead of just the stadium, the team will actually be sponsored by a company.
Oh, sure. I think
I
agree.
Right. And so, but of course, each company would have to be careful about which team they sponsored because sometimes it could be bad combination. Gillette Knicks. I don't think that would.
Yeah. No, that's a negative.
The Coppertone Redskins, probably.
No, probably not.
Marketing. The Visa Bills.
Another highlighting the negative side.
MasterCard Chargers would be
right.
I like the Clorox White Sox. That works.
That's great.
Sure. But the Tampax Red Sox really doesn't.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
I like this one. The Comcast Cable Pirates.
I like that. And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little. We want to look good in the painting.
Hi, this is Bobcat Goldthwait, and you're...
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Christy Lee.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Willie Griswold's here.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom Griswold. And boy, do I have a feature for you in the world of sports, Tom.
Well, first off, I want to say hello once again to Pat Godwin, who's been gone for a couple weeks, recording his television special.
Fully rested.
And then also Ace Cosby, our engineer. I can't help but notice this, Ace. You have the Don Johnson, if you will. What is it? Who is it? Fred C. Dobbs? Who was it?
Bogart in Treasures.
Was it
Sierra
Fred?
The Fred C. Dobbs. Don't say nothing they don't mean. Yeah, something like that.
You haven't shaved for quite a while. What's going on over there?
I want to enter that contest.
What? What contest?
Ernest Hemingway.
Oh,
the Hemingway contest.
Yeah.
Oh, really? That would be a headline.
You know, the Hemingway contest just ended, and Saturday they crowned a new champion, and I have the story here, but I don't know where it is. Oh,
it's
a guy from Wisconsin won. Garrett Marshall on his 68th birthday. He won the latest Hemingway contest.
Congratulations, Mr. Marshall!
But you got to
Garrett.
You got to send him like $150. And then you've got to, and they only take 80 entrants. What is it?
I don't know.
160 entrants, limited to 160 over 3 days. They have preliminaries on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
I like that you did your research on
this. And then
this.
Saturday they have the finals, and if you win, it's understood you come back every year to help judge future contests.
Wow.
And
did you send in a picture? You didn't even try.
I didn't even try. I'm out.
Because you don't want to do that?
I'm far too important to be flying down to Key West every year. I'd have to get a place down there. I'd have to get a six-toed cat. I'd have to do the whole thing.
You would win.
Chick, if you get a place down there, can you please get an Airbnb with 6 other guys that look just like you?
If I moved to Key West, I'd have to start.
Welcome to Hemingway's.
I'd have to wear tank tops.
Yeah, you would.
I'd have to wear flip-flops everywhere.
Ernest goes to Key West with Ernest and Ernest and Ernest and Ernest.
Know what I mean? Why didn't Jim Varney do Ernest Goes to Key West?
I think they were going to.
That was in the works.
Ace, that would be.
If
quite something if they.
That would be.
You know what? Please enter next year just to put them through the. How do we handle this?
Yeah.
we have to let him win, right?
He's a legacy.
Anything we do, we're going to look. Not going to look good.
Well, that entry fee might throw me off.
Well, I'll put up to 150 just to see the look on your face. I think you're going to kind of go out in the first round. I don't know. That would be very rough.
No way would they kick him out in the first round.
You think they'd have to?
They'd have to do something. Yeah.
I don't know. I just reread some Hemingway. They might kick him out pretty quick.
Oh.
He has some flowery language.
Yes.
Yeah, were you?
So it is alarming at times.
Yeah, sadly, the boxer in. Let's see. The Sun Also Rises was.
He would not have cared for you to be in the contest.
From what I see on him and Nick Adams, not fans.
Okay, well, let's see. Where were we? We were on the sports page. Is that correct?
Yes. College football, NFL's August 3rd, I think, is the Canton Hall of Fame game. The Jets and the Browns. It's right around the corner.
It's like 2 weeks away.
Doesn't your Pat Godwin? Doesn't your son start school tomorrow?
August 1st.
Our long national nightmare's finally over.
That's wrong.
August 1st.
Illegal. What?
Yeah.
The kids just got out of school.
Next Monday.
Right.
Oh, my goodness.
Crazy.
So as we look ahead to college football, there are some names of some players that I think we pay attention to. For instance, Oklahoma Sooners, I think their quarterback is General Booty.
No.
Yep.
His uncle is Josh Booty, the former NFL player and sportscaster. Me and Kostaki talked to him.
There you go.
Wow. General Booty.
His first name is General.
General. Just like Judge Reinhold, yeah. General Booty.
General Booty sounds like a character in a Little Annie Fanny.
This is Colonel Big Ass and General Booty.
For those of you not familiar with it, Willie, I should tell you that in Playboy magazine, back in the day, they had a knockoff of Little Orphan Annie, which was already over.
Yeah.
Way over. Yeah.
And it was a. Did you ever once even look at that
Yes.
I did not read that. No, I never. I kind of.
So the Playboy would have little cartoons, much like the New Yorker, but in a very different.
The New Jerker.
There were sound effects.
Man,
slurp.
I hope the captions were just as pretentious and inaccessible.
It was usually some old withered man in bed with this buxom woman and some joke. Like so the caption was,
But Little Annie Fanny was a what do you call it?
It was a strip.
I guess.
It was actually a strip.
It's like Sexy Bazooka Joe, right?
But it would go on. It would be like 2 or 3 pages.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember them being that long.
It was, and it was usually at the very back of the magazine.
And it was never funny.
You guys are talking about Playboy like I didn't grow up rifling through them in the bathroom here.
But I don't know. I mean, of course, there was the pretentious thing at the beginning, the Playboy philosophy.
That's right.
Kierkegaard, Sartre.
Stereo.
Hefner. But yeah, Little Annie Fanny.
You went through Playboy?
Yeah, of course.
All right. Okay. Comparing? Contrast?
Yeah, comparing. That's
you should have seen. One day I stole Playboys from the radio station in my backpack that I brought to school, and I had to go through all day of school with the Playboys in my backpack. I thought I was Danny Ocean, you guys.
I bet. You weren't nervous the whole time?
I was passing them off to my friends, one with one and one with the other, because the president and the vice president never fly on the same plane kind of thing. I was like, you can't get busted with the baristas.
Yeah, we'll lose them all.
Yeah, you get busted with the ladies of the Pac-12. We need to separate these.
I'm sorry to get off topic. It's just that the name, this student's name is literally General Booty.
We've got 20 more that are better than General Booty.
Can't wait.
You're not going to believe it.
These are college actual
Just a
codes.
taste. He plays for Alabama. His last name's McKinstry. Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid McKinstry?
Kool-Aid McKinstry.
That's a great name.
And more.
Has to be his.
Please tell me. Please tell me he's a defensive tackle and he breaks through the line of scrimmage.
Right.
Oh, if not, I mean,
I think he wears number 1. He's a defensive back.
Yes.
Well, still, he could be busting through something.
Sure, he could bust through something.
Now, coming up, also, we're going to be talking about our friend Ron, and Ron was, among many other things, Ron Sexton was the voice of Donnie, Kenny Tarmac, Floyd the Trucker, and a bunch of other great stuff.
Do you remember Floyd's last name?
I don't. I remember Mr. Obvious's first name.
Dad, you named him, right?
I do too. That's one of my favorite things.
I always loved that Floyd's son didn't use his actual name.
Travis, he goes by Benny.
Yes.
Travis goes by Benny.
It was Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker.
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
We're going to talk about Ron. Ron, very sadly, Ron died on Friday. And we've got some nice letters here. Thanks for taking the time to write us. You can reach us, Bob and Tom, at bobandtom.com, and I'm going to go through some of these, read them on the air. And people really appreciated him, and I want you to know that. Also, when we come back, I don't even know how to describe this. We had the potato chips that were flavored like the lady mommy parts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my.
Now the lady mommy parts.
Oh, you have to be very clear these days.
Don't act like that's the issue. And it's not crazy.
There it is.
No, I just didn't want to say vagina chips, which is what they call them. We have what I guess would be called dick chips. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email.
We have Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols. Now, do you guys have a little tune you're going to play for us?
Yeah, we got a tune. This goes, since you was talking to Johnny Rutherford from Michael and the Mechanics. This goes
Mike Rutherford.
to Christy Lee. There's something about you. Yeah. There's something in the air tonight. Christy Lee's so fire-ass hot. This tape is dedicated to her from Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols on Q95. I bet you're not wearing underwear tonight. Oh, Lord. And we pray there ain't hair under there tonight. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Chill of the night, if you don't wear undies, your booty's gonna get cold. better get with me. I just want to get close to you and set my pork sword free. And I just want to get close to you, 'cause 1 and 1 makes 3. It gets real cold, so you don't need planties, Christy Lee. You got Donnie and the chill the night, chill the night, chill the night. 295 playing White Snake for Christy, and she's sitting in a puddle. And chill the night, chill the night, chill the night.
Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols. Bravo!
Wow. First I've
Hear
heard
them
that.
reverbs I did for you,
Yes, I
buddy?
heard
Fantastic.
that. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Will be replaced altogether with digital avatars. The studios say they've offered fair protections on the issue. The Actors Union disagrees. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
This is Ernie Fergler reminding you, Thursday morning on the Bob and Tom Show, I'll be... Oh, hold on just a minute. Okay, we need to locate some... Just read this. Okay. Is it Irma? Ima. Would the following person please report to my office? I'm a jackass. I'm a jack... Okay, fine. That's Thursday morning on the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom. The Bob and Tom Show, Thursday morning, 6 a.m. Eastern, worldwide on bobandtom.com.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
At Nike, we know that to get a job done, you need the right shoe. Michael Jordan doesn't step on the court without his Nike Air Jordans. And Jose Impalero doesn't step into the streets of Pamplona without his Air Toro. Air Toro. Once you strap on these bright red steer hide zapatas, you'll be ready to run for your life.
Yes, hello, this is Jose Impalero. You know, when I put on my Air Toros, I feel like I can... Oh no. Oh, mi Dios. Oh, no. No, Toro. El Toro. Help me. Help me, somebody.
Air Toros. People would walk over you to get this shoe. Air Toros. Hemingway may have worn khakis, but he never got to wear Air Toros. Plenty of other famous people love their Air Toros. People like Gore Vidal, Bruce Hornsby, Red Skelton, and the Chicago Bulls. So, hoof it on over to your favorite shoe store, Air Toros.
No, Toro. El Toro.
Air Toros. Just do it.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of
loads of curvy cleavage on display.
The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
Don't touch those.
Sorry.
The human drama of
loads of curvy cleavage on display.
This is
The Bob and Tom Show. No shoes, no shirt, no talent.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend, it's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
On November 15th, 1864, Major General William Tecumseh Sherman began his famous March to the Sea. Sherman led his troops from Atlanta, Georgia, to the ocean port of Savannah. As he was leaving, Sherman set the city on fire, gutting 40% of it. Atlanta wouldn't be burned this badly again until they gave their franchise tag to Michael Vick.
Oh, yeah.
And the sign said anybody caught trespassing will be shot on sight. So I jumped over the fence and yelled at the house, "Hey, what gives?"
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
That's awful.
Awful entertaining.
Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Please, won't you? Thank you very much.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Christy Lee.
Hello.
In the performance room, it's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
Who is that again?
Pat Godwin.
I'm not familiar with it.
You missed your friend, didn't you? You missed your buddy? 2 weeks you didn't get to see
Are you
him?
giving him the cold shoulder, teaching him a lesson?
Yeah.
No, he's been very.
No, we were
warm and gracious.
actually talking shop.
I saw you in the hallway.
break.
Yeah.
Going over lyrics.
We're going to get a song out of this guy if it's the last thing we do.
I'll squeeze his head. There's Josh Arnold.
Shit.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
Willie Griswold's here.
What is up?
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. Hello, Tom.
I got a bunch of 1%er complaints over here. I want to congratulate the Atlanta airport for making it impossible to get from the international wing to the rental car without taking a 2-hour.
He said it took 2 hours to get from the international wing at the Atlanta airport to the rental car.
Yeah,
2 hours.
2 hours.
Yeah, you can't. You have to take a bus.
Are you sure?
Yeah. You have to take a bus.
Gracie, it took 2 hours.
Yes, you have to take a bus to the main terminal, and then you have to take the train. And we got on the train, and
Okay, so it takes an hour to get on by bus to get from the international terminal to the main terminal.
45 solid.
You know what? You're exactly right. It's the saddest story that has ever happened in Atlanta, in the state of Georgia, involving a bus. It actually, you're the saddest story. The most adversity
I sat
experienced on a bus in the state of Georgia.
I sat in the front of the bus. I'll have you know.
Forget the Montgomery bus boycott. Forget anything during the Civil War. You struggled more.
Did you
than
tell the guy
anyone.
how to drive?
No.
Next year, we'll have a day off of work because of Tom Griswold and his troubles.
American hero. And now it only takes 45 minutes to get.
Or wait, yeah, we'll just get 2 hours off that day.
4 hours through Atlanta, right?
Rosa Parks who? Tom Griswold struggled on a bus, everybody.
You'd think that they'd have a better way to do it, but they don't.
I'm sure it's a total pain.
And then you rented a car and the cruise control didn't work. Brand new car.
I don't know how old the car was. No, it didn't work.
What I'll ask you every time when you say something like this, like my car, you have to pull over to change the radio station.
Yeah. No, trust me.
No, we don't trust you.
Okay, you can.
And now
I'll tell you what. I'll give you $100.
The cruise control.
You can get it to work.
I found a fun thing in my car where sometimes the check engine light will come on when you're in Wisconsin and you have to drive all the way home. And you think, this probably isn't a big deal. And then you fill up on gas, you take a little time, eat a nice little sandwich, and then as you're approaching, getting on the highway exit, your car has this fun feature where it goes, hey, pull over and turn the car off now, otherwise it'll explode.
Oh.
You guys know that your car has that feature as well? It just demanded, because the check engine light is very nice. It comes on, you maybe worry about it a little bit, you forget about it. This thing goes, no, pull over now or you're going to die, Willie.
You'd think there'd be a couple of warnings before they would say, turn the car off.
Yeah. This is why I'm opposed to flying cars. Because what's going to happen is Willie is going to be in a flying car. Check engine light comes on and he goes, I'll make it to Illinois.
I got a case of spotted cow. I got to get home.
Chick, no, I had 7 cases of spotted cow.
You're insane.
I do. I have a regular fridge and a garage
What am I
fridge.
saying? If I like spotted
Did you make it back?
I made it back fine. I was only an hour and a half from home. It was no big deal.
Okay.
Spotted cow is what?
A beer.
It's a big beer.
It's a beer.
Okay,
out of Wisconsin.
because spotted dick.
Yes, that's a treat in England.
Well, it's a treat everywhere.
Or it can be a very nasty venereal disease.
Is that like cruising out of a spotted dick? Stuff like that? No, maybe.
I do want to congratulate the state of Georgia and the state of South Carolina for having the greatest roads in history. God, they're beautiful. Pat, I know you made that drive.
Yeah, but I was stuck in Atlanta for 3 hours.
No, but I mean, seriously, whoever's in charge of the roads in it, please let them move everywhere else. North Carolina, on the other hand, a little rough. But
speaking of spotted dick, let's go back to the new college football names coming up here.
Oh, yes.
For the
the first one was
season.
General Booty.
General Booty, the quarterback.
That's not a nickname. That's his actual name.
General is his actual name. Yes,
because there's a history of people with names like that. The most famous probably is Sergeant Shriver. Anyone familiar with Sergeant Shriver?
Yeah, Maria's dad, right?
It's quite a while ago. Yeah.
No, but I mean, when I was a little boy, I can remember
explaining quite a while ago
that there was Sergeant Shriver, and I thought, geez, he's the president's brother-in-law. You think he'd get a promotion? But then, of course, and you
Kool-Aid McKinstry is a defensive back for Alabama. I think Kool-Aid is a nickname.
Oh, well, that doesn't count, I don't think.
And then there's Pig Cage. Oh. He plays cornerback at the University of Texas San Antonio Roadrunners.
Full name, Piggless Cage.
Piggless Cage.
Very nice.
Now this...
Oh, that joke didn't get the laugh it deserved.
Well, you were sipping.
The Nicolas Cage. I didn't even get it for the first 5 minutes. It's so good.
He's a
I think you're saying it's not so good.
Number one.
No, I think it's excellent. Because I wanted to say...
Stop talking about
is
how the joke went.
Is Pig a nickname?
Yeah, is it short for Piggless?
I'm assuming it is, but this is not, he said, trying to move forward. He plays wide receiver for Nebraska, wears number 1. His last name's Crawford. His first name's DeColdest.
DeColdest Crawford.
Spell it for me.
DeColdest.
Oh, he's got to get a deal with one of the
coldest.
With some kind of beverage company.
No, there's
you almost said with some kind of beverage company.
I believe there's an HVAC company that uses him, and through NIL, he did a few commercials, I believe.
That's great.
Oh, I think you're right. Yeah. Then
so he's doing air conditioning.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
This is also this guy's actual name, defensive back from North Carolina, Storm Duck.
Storm Duck.
Storm Duck.
D-U-C-K?
D-U-C-K.
Sounds like instructions when you're in the Caribbean. Yeah. Storm Duck. door flying.
From Jefferson, Ohio, he plays the Louisiana Monroe Warhawks. He's wide receiver, last name Knight. I think it's his nickname, Boogie.
Boogie Knight.
Boogie Knight.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
And then South Carolina Gamecocks linebacker Hot Rod Fitton, F-I-T-T-N, and then
it's better hot rod than just Rod.
And
Rod Fitton.
Rod Fitton sounds like.
Yeah.
This next one. This is his name. He plays for the Boston College Eagles. He's a defensive end.
Okay.
He's from Middletown, New Jersey. His last name is S-I-L-L-A-H. Silla.
Yeah.
His first name is Shitta. S-H-I-T-T-A.
No.
No way.
Absolutely.
Is Silla black?
That is to be a black gentleman.
That Silla Black is a famous person,
right?
That was associated with the Beatles. That's even predates me. I can't believe you're doing a Silla Black reference
with the first name I just told you about. You're tied up in the last name.
No,
we're getting away from
the other name.
Trying to avoid nervous.
Is it his name?
It's probably Shita.
I bet it's not.
Even Shita is hilarious.
I will bet you.
Where is he? He's in.
I know you want to bet me all the time. We'll find out. I bet you.
What city is
pronounce
this?
it with an eh. He's from Middletown, New Jersey. He's going to be playing for Boston College.
Go Eagles.
Can you call Boston College? Well, they're probably not open yet, but call the athletic department.
I'm far too important to call anybody, but...
Shida Silla?
Shida Silla, or
Would
you
it be
could...
Shida Silla?
That's rough.
From Tulane, Greenway, wide receiver, Fat Watts.
Fat Watts.
P-H-A-T, Watts.
Yeah.
Then you've got...
It's not Fatwats.
That sounds like a Jeopardy bit. I'll take Fatwats for 30.
Shelley Winters? Is it Shelley Winters?
Then this rounds out the top 10. Then we'll come back with 10 more. From Houston, Texas, he dances as good as he walks. He plays for Buffalo. Where Khalil Mack comes. Booby Curry.
Booby Curry.
But he's not the first booby playing organized football. Booby Clark played for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Mm-hmm. And Booby Miles played for the Permian Panthers.
Booby Curry is also an Indian strip club. Did you guys know that?
I mean, it is in Gandhi.
Yeah, yes.
Gandhi used to go there. Show us your Tetons.
On stage 3, it's Booby Curry. That is his
She's hot.
That is his dumb
Very hot.
Shaita Silla.
I just want, if anyone out there got the Cilla Black reference, congratulations. That's really, what did she date John Lennon or something? What was
yeah,
the open
wasn't
for
she
the
also,
Beatles, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, she was a singer in England?
Yeah, she was a singer.
Like Petula Clark?
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a lesser
Yes.
Petula Clark?
Right.
Okay, coming up, we've got a bunch of letters. We're going to talk about the sad death of our friend Ron Sexton. Ron was probably best known as Donnie Baker, and many other gifts that Ron gave us. We'll talk about that coming up. Also, on a much lighter note, they have responded to the potato chips that were designed to taste like the lady parts, if you will.
Now they're going upper deck now.
Now they've got
that taste.
No,
Nope, they're going lower deck on.
Oh, I thought you said titty chips earlier.
No.
What is wrong?
Hey, Shida.
Hey, he's on.
Hey,
I'm
Shida.
on probation.
Shida.
I am probation now.
It's Shida.
Is that what you're going to do? You're going to put me on probation.
Shida and Tidy.
You did say it.
No, it's the male version.
Oh, you said dick chips.
Yes.
Oh, okay. You can explain.
Isn't he a linebacker for BU? Dick chips?
Yeah.
Okay.
Our producer has something to say.
Yes, Dean.
Hey, guys. Need you to stop saying titty chips.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Right now, I want to talk about the season. Sure, it's hot. That's the great time for great food. And HelloFresh has something they want to tell you because they want you to spend as much time as you can not at the grocery store. How does it work? HelloFresh goes to the grocery store. They buy the stuff. They have the recipes. They do the measuring. You just put it together. So they've done 95% of the work. And you can get started right now, speaking of numbers, for 50% off. Here's what you do. You go to HelloFresh.com/BTShow50. You will find, of course, the name Fresh is right there in the name HelloFresh. Fresh ingredients. And what kind of food are you into? Well, they've got it all. They've got, over on this side of the thing, they've got vegetarian stuff. Way over here, it's good old-fashioned comfort food. Here's some examples. Crunchy curried chickpea bowls or creamy dill chicken cutlets with green beans and potatoes. Delicious. Willie's been working on some HelloFresh for a long time. What do you got over there?
Hey, y'all, check out the barbecue pulled chicken tacos. HelloFresh sends you 10 ingredients. Put those together in 4 easy steps. In just over a half hour, you're enjoying this simple, colorful taco dish you made at home with help from HelloFresh.
Here's what you got. Every week, 40 recipes to choose from. Give yourself a break. Have some fun, by the way. It's a great way to teach your kids how to cook, and they can't screw it up much because, hey, well, the spices are in the pouch, so they can't add all of it, if you know what I'm saying. Do you want some salt in there, Mommy? No, not that. Oh. HelloFresh. It's also great, Josh, for date night. Oh, sexy time. Look at this. It's like going to the restaurant, but the bedroom's right over there.
Oh.
BT Show 50 is the code word you need to know. You'll need it a couple times when you go to HelloFresh.com/BT Show 50. I think I just skipped. HelloFresh.com/BT Show 50. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you and enjoy some great summer cooking. HelloFresh.com/BT Show 50. Coming up, what's a face, Keeney? You'll find out. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, everybody, this is Jimmy Pardo. You recognize my voice from the show.
What about the Blojovian guy?
I think it was one of the Blojovians.
Was this the Mad Armenians? Was this?
Might have been Bluto Blojovian.
and the Mad Armenians. Do we have everybody out there? I can't see.
Do we need Chick?
Okay.
We do need
Yes, we
Chick.
do. For this next tune, we're going to need the Chickster. Oh.
Yeah, there's a little vocalizing from everyone on this one.
Oh, that's this one.
Oh, this one, yeah.
That song.
Oh,
Okay.
you all got to get out there.
No, not everybody.
We can sing from in here.
And Ricky.
And ready?
And we're ready.
Okay.
Your pen out. Wait a minute.
This is called.
Dear Penthouse, I'm a freshman at a small Midwestern university. And I never thought something like this could happen to me. When my
my teacher with the dynamite ass asked me to stay after her class, and she started to undress. Can't forget the statement she made. If you drop your pants, I'll raise your grade.
Dear Penthouse, I never thought those letters were really true until I was on a fishing trip and I met a girl named Jill. We had a little too much to drink. I couldn't believe what I was starting to think. So we headed to her tent.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing like eating out. Although the next morning my breath still smelled like trout.
I've read every issue since 1974. The first 2 years behind the bathroom door. I poured through every penthouse I could find. Even though my mom said I'd go blind. Dear Penthouse, I'm a seaman first class at an overseas naval base. It's been 7 long months since I've seen a woman's face. When I saw your recent issue, I bought a box of Kleenex tissue and I locked the barracks door. Thanks to you, I've gotten a grip. Please excuse my jerky penmanship. I've read every issue since 1974. The first 2 years behind the bathroom door. I poured through every penthouse I could find. Even though my mom said I'd go blind.
Dear Penthouse, doing sports on the radio has always been my job. I never wanted a man until I noticed Bob. His laugh fills me with desire. His bun set my loins on fire. And I dream about the day he says, "Chick, let's get undressed." Name and address withheld upon request.
Chick McGee, everybody!
The classics.
You screwed up
I
something.
screwed up the damn
My
withheld
God.
name and address.
Nice job, Chick.
Nice job.
That's
And I even rehearsed yesterday. I did rehearse.
You did?
That's with rehearsal.
Thank God you rehearsed.
Think how horrible it would have been.
And I still can't get the...
You did a great job.
So let's do it again. 1, 2, 3.
No.
live in LA, so you got to have a car.
You got to have something big. I don't think that's right, man. Housewives driving expeditions. I don't think you should be able to. You should be allowed to drive something that big unless you're really going on an expedition. Like if you're picking up See's candy in a shower curtain, that's not an expedition. No, that's an errand. Yeah, you should have to take the Ford back in a second. I think they should have eye tests at the optometrist for like drivers. Like instead of reading letters off a card, they should have you cover one eye. It's like, is that a roof rack or a cop car?
Where are you from, man? Patterson, from Patterson, New Jersey.
Oh, sure, that's famous.
Yeah, you know, small,
sure,
thugged out town. You know, it's tiny, so small. We used to get robbed by people we knew.
Small.
People like, stick 'em up. I'm like, Andre, I'm gonna tell your mother, man. By the way, how is Aunt Carol? How's she doing? I'll come over for dinner.
Bob and Tom.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
In the performance room. There's Josh Arnold, Chickster. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I am Chick McGee, because no one else wants to be. And here's Tom Griswold.
Folks that might want to be Chick McGee.
They don't know me then.
We could do a thing. You could be Chick for the day. We'd provide you with a nice, comfortable chair.
Does this mean I get paid, but I don't have to come in? They could do it?
Well, let me think here now. I think maybe we could arrange a reduced rate.
All right. Okay.
No, I was thinking they could play the Chick McGee home game.
Oh.
Get them a nice, comfortable chair. Get them a couple of nice dogs. They get to sit at home and enjoy some, perhaps, nice television programs. We throw a couple of
nervous breakdowns in there.
A couple of personal challenges their way.
Personal challenge?
What does he mean by that? I knew there was an insult coming somewhere.
Midday we throw in something random.
I just don't know what to do anymore.
We could make it more worldly, kind of the air conditioner would go out or something, or as opposed to some kind of interpersonal difficulty.
I have reached a place in my life where I happen to have two cars, and I haven't driven the other car for quite a while.
Oh.
And I tried to get in my car yesterday, and my key fob had run out of juice. The battery had gone dead in the key fob.
Well,
what do you do in that house?
Get a new car, I think. Brand new one.
Well, actually, the old one, I got the same car, but I wrecked the first one, so I got a different one. Anyway, my point is.
So, this is the new feature, 1%er problems.
That's exactly right. And so there's a whole situation you have to go through. You hold the key fob close to where the receiver is in the car. Believe it or not, it's on the steering column. And you can start your car, but then if you got to run an errand, the first stop better be getting a battery, because you're stuck after that.
Oh.
So I
you could be Chick McGee for the day.
Looked it up online.
We give you a nice car and you can't get it to work.
There you go. That sounds about. Or you give me a nice car and someone you're involved with complains about it.
Well, speaking of complaining, I got a complaint.
Yeah?
I spent a great deal of time in a rented car the last couple of days.
What? Really?
It's a long story. You don't know. The point is, I think when you're driving in the freeway and you see the signs, they say, hey, coming up, you've got a Hardee's, you've got a Burger King, you got a McDonald's, you got a Starbucks, you got a...
Were you driving alone?
No.
Okay.
I had Kelly and I had Hart with me. Kelly was injured, and so that's why we had to change our schedule.
Bless their hearts, they were with you.
And the point is, when they have those signs, there should be a limit to how far away they can be off the freeway.
Yep.
When you get off the freeway, I think I'm going to go to Hardee's, and it's 10 miles away.
I know that some of them have the mileage on the sign.
Once you get off, and then you have to get, but you get on the ramp, and then it'll say 3.1 miles to your left.
Some do have it before you get off. Most have it when you get off.
Right. So we had that happen on our.
There should be.
My rule.
We had to get back on.
Tom has been, if you can't see the actual sign, I don't bother.
I don't either.
What about the high sign they have? The real high one they put next to the highway above the trees, so you're not sure where it is?
Yeah, well,
it's still within the vicinity.
Yeah.
By the way, somewhere in Tennessee, there's one of those 800-foot high sign, the size of a truck for Starbucks. When you pull off, it's under construction. Again, someone needs to be executed.
So you didn't make the stop at Buc-ee's in Tennessee when you were down there, or Lexington, near Lexington?
Yeah. Never been to a
No, Buc-ee's is fun and cool. He would never go in there.
Was terrifying on Saturday, Willie.
Too many options?
What's Buc-ee's?
What is Buc-ee's? Buc-ee's is a mega...
No, the question is, what isn't?
Gigantic truck stop slash
grocery slash
restaurant
slash...
See, I was with Kelly, and she's on crutches right now.
Yes.
So what did you
we
do?
Were limiting limiting the number. She doesn't stop.
Right.
She's not a... I would stop every hour, leisurely.
Well, we'd only stop. We had the dogs with us, so we had to stop for the dogs a couple times. But
I wish I had the dogs with us, because at one point I thought I was going to need to have a urologist come in this morning to sew my bladder back together. No, there's no extra stopping.
Do you remember
Buc-ee's was something.
The 10 kinds of hell you gave me for stopping to urinate, and now you could have used me.
Because I'm a better man. I've learned from Chick McGee. But my larger point here is, there should be some kind of regulation. If you're more than 5 miles or whatever off the freeway, you don't get a sign.
No, it should be a mile even. Less than
agree.
a mile.
Yeah.
I don't have time to drive 5 miles to the right.
Ruins your whole trip.
I won't even turn left anymore.
It's an hour
it
out of
needs to
your
be
way
on the right side of the highway.
Oh, really?
I agree with that.
Right side of the highway.
I'm with you on that too, Willie.
And if it's a drive that I do often, I have one place that in between here in Chicago, there's one gas station that I go to. In between here in Louisville, there's one gas station. I find the place that I like.
Yeah, that's true. I remember I went to a Starbucks in Merrillville. I think I'm still there. You cannot do a U-turn. Your life is over.
The whole area of Northwest Indiana that identifies as Chicago for some reason, they're all on Chicago time for some reason. Never pull over there unless you want to drive through hell. You have to make a left turn. I'm getting legitimately frustrated. This isn't very funny anymore.
He's reliving. It's PTSD.
Yeah, I was at that gas station and a guy towing a boat pulled in and trapped me.
There's a left turn by Purdue. Again, sorry to get too inside. And there's a Taco Bell by a gas station. And if you want to turn left, just forget about it. Put on an episode of Frasier. You're hanging out for at least 1 year.
I've been told that Buc-ee's looks like Hobby Lobby threw up in a Flying J.
Yeah.
That's a very good description.
And if you've ever wanted to get your name on a bottle opener or a license plate, go to Buc-ee's because they have everyone.
They had people lined up with shopping carts.
Yeah.
Like it was Christmas.
Crazy. It's fun, though. It's cool.
There's a beef jerky section.
You got to go at some
beef
point.
jerky wall.
Okay. Yeah,
and they have great brisket and pulled pork sandwiches.
Again, all we did was stop to pee and
crutches would have been no fun for her at Buc-ee's.
She wouldn't have been able to move.
Yeah, so in any event,
you're not going to tell us what happened to her, are you? Other than dinner, dinner will be on the table the next time you ask for it.
Drinking again, Dad? She got a little mouthy.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh boy.
No, she was in an exercise class, and as incredibly fit as she has torn her calf muscle. So
what have I said about exercise? Leave it to others.
In any event,
it does seem dangerous.
John, when you're on vacation with my dad, anything to leave the house for a second.
Well, we did pull up to one particular establishment, and it was open, but only the drive-through was open.
Okay.
You don't like drive-thrus.
She'd already gotten out. Well, we were trying to pee. She'd gotten out of the car, was standing at the door.
You can play
with crutches. Don't you think maybe the manager would go, "Oh, let this lady in so she can go to the bathroom"? No.
Wants special treatment.
Yeah.
I mean, why not? It's
perhaps she should have tried to urinate through the drive-in window. Maybe.
Stop at a rest stop. They have nice, clean bathrooms.
A lot of rest areas.
Yeah.
We were already there. She'd gotten out of the car with her crutches on. I'm just saying, if I were the manager, I would have considered.
Sure, but maybe the manager didn't see her.
Maybe the manager didn't know who you were. That's the problem.
Clearly.
I would have let anyone in if they were clearly disabled.
The manager is some 17-year-old stressed because he hasn't gotten a vape break yet. Who cares?
I would argue if I could.
Do we go back to college football names?
Can you please set this up again?
The college football season is coming up. It's bearing down on us. I can't wait. Our long national nightmare's finally over. The NFL starts on August 3rd. And as we look ahead to the college football game this morning, we're looking at interesting names that are going to be on the fields all across America this coming season.
Can you go over some of the good ones?
Quarterback of Oklahoma, General Booty. Defensive back for Alabama, Kool-Aid McKinstry. A cornerback from the University of Texas, San Antonio Roadrunners, Pig Cage.
No, and Pig Cage, we found out that's his real name, but that's the short form.
Yeah, it's the full name, Piggless Cage. Thank you very
Wide
much.
receiver for Nebraska's DeColdest Crawford.
That's so cool.
That's my favorite. DeColdest?
DeColdest.
And Willie, you say he did what?
I think through NIL, the name, image,
HVAC
likeness thing. Yeah, there's an HVAC company in that area. If you want your air to be DeColdest, call us. We have DeColdest air.
Nice.
He's got to. I think a beer is next for him.
Oh,
can they do beer? Is that legal?
Maybe not.
I don't.
They can talk about it, but they can't drink it on camera. Remember, Pat Mahomes?
NFL can't. Yeah,
Pat Mahomes did a Coors Light commercial, but it was the new Coors Light flashlight that he was using. Remember this?
Yeah, and you'll never see anybody drink a beer on TV. Isn't that the thing?
I think that is the thing.
I thought that was just a courtesy of. Was that an ad? Is that a law thing?
Where was I?
But DeColdest. My ass the coldest.
Nope.
No, let's not. Storm Duck is the defensive back's name from North Carolina. Then you
those are instructions on invent of a typhoon in Vietnam. Storm Duck.
Another accent.
My Vietnamese, the greatest.
Let's face it, we're all about done here. That's fine. Boogie Knight, wide receiver, Louisiana Monroe.
No, there's a famous booger.
McFarland.
Dudley Booger Dawson. Oh, you're talking about. I was talking about.
Everything is
Revenge of the Nerds.
Revenge of the Nerds.
An awful movie.
Awful movie.
Oh boy.
Doesn't that guy have a? Didn't he write his autobiography?
It's a terrific book. Yes, Curtis Armstrong. That's right.
Did he call it More Bush?
He did.
That would have. You would have to.
Yeah.
Hot Rod Fitton. He's a linebacker of South Carolina.
No, wait a second. The one you're coming up to, can we?
Shita Silla, but I don't think it's pronounced. It's SHITTA.
Well, look, his last name wasn't Brick.
Then
Shida Brick is
wide receiver.
I have a. Is that real? That's this guy's parents named him SHI pause.
There's no apostrophe or anything. It's just Shida. Will you look at that?
Look at that.
And when you read it, it's even more the.
Doesn't the nurse at the hospital go, "Excuse me, ma'am"?
Yeah, ma'am, yeah.
What is that? What's the urban legend? Famali and Lamangelo and Orangelo.
Yeah.
Lemongello.
And there's a whole.
Yeah.
Fat Watts plays wide receiver for Tulane. PHAT Watts. Booby Curry is the wide receiver with Buffalo. Bumper Pool. He's a new one. Bumper is a linebacker with Arkansas. Major Burns.
Oh, really?
He eats worms. He plays for LSU. He's a safety.
I love Bumper Pool.
And I don't know how should we pronounce this one? It's FA''VV. I'm not
Favaz?
Favavi.
Oh.
Spell it all the way. What is it?
FA''AVAE, and then the same for his last name. It's like Sirhan.
Is it
Favahi?
There you go.
Favahi. Hey, it's another accent. Check it off. Favahi.
Oh, I just got problematic accent bingo.
Yeah, he's a linebacker with Idaho, the Idaho Vandals.
You think it's pronounced Favahi?
Maybe. Favahi makes sense.
Maybe Favay or...
Favay.
Okay.
What the hey? Yeah, there it is.
There you go.
That's right. Bingo.
What do you think the free space would be on problematic?
This guy,
Chinese, Jamaican. Oh yeah.
This guy's going to be playing for the Stanford Cardinal, formerly the Redmen. Linebacker Thunder Justice Keck.
Man, that's great.
That's so cool.
Keck is
K-E-C-K.
pretty close. Here comes old Thundercock.
Thunderkick. Yeah, sounds like a porno guy.
Juice Wells, wide receiver with South Carolina. Squirrel White plays for Tennessee. He's a wide receiver.
You know, that sounds like something from the 20s, doesn't it?
Yeah. Hey, Squirrel and I were at the movies when that guy got shot. You know that.
Yeah. That's where we was.
Squirrel White.
Movies. New Zealand Williams.
His name is New Zealand?
Yep.
That's awesome.
He plays safety for San Diego State. Panda Askew.
Well, let me straighten that up.
Yeah, that sounds like an exhibit of stuffed animals.
Yeah. Worse than a crooked. You don't want a crooked panda.
No. Panda Askew.
He's a guard for Charlotte.
There we go.
Gosh, man, come on. Not everybody needs to win bingo.
4 or 5.
Yeah, it's not a coverall.
Take it easy over there, Pop.
Fish McWilliams.
Is it spelled with the F or the hippie way?
F-I-S-H.
Fish. Fish.
And then, here we are. Ajou.
Okay.
A-J-O-U.
Hope it's not Brandeis.
They should call him the French dip.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Ajou.
Oh, I love a French dip.
Don't you love a good French dip?
Yes.
Of course, yeah.
Josh, over when I was in Wisconsin, I had an appetizer called Soggies, and it's ripped up French bread.
Yes.
Ripped up French bread, and it's covered in au jus, and then they melt mozzarella on it, so it's this like soggy bread. It's like a deconstructed Italian beef. It was delicious.
That sounds amazing.
I was mopping it up an extra au jus sauce.
What was it called?
It was called the Soggies. It was at. It was at.
Sounds like a
Chuck's.
sitcom.
Yeah,
on WB.
It was at Chuck's on the Fontana side of Lake Geneva. Go check it out. They dipped it in jardinera sauce. It was the fattest thing I've eaten in weeks.
That's wonderful. Yeah, that's
delightful.
Great.
Well, if you want to hear more about Sammy Stoner or Steel Chambers, who plays for Ohio State.
Steel Chambers.
Or Servassier Leviticus Dennis.
Pass the Levassier.
Okay, that's cool.
How is the only name that's a real name his last name?
Yeah. Dennis. Yeah.
Dennis.
We've got more college names
I'm
coming
enjoying
up.
these very much.
Looking forward to the season.
Coming up, Christy, do you want to give us a teaser? We haven't heard from you.
Yeah, well, that's okay. We have the Face Keenies coming up.
Face Keenie.
Yep.
That sounds like something I would
And
enjoy.
it's so hot.
Yeah.
How hot is it?
You can bake cookies on your car dashboard. We'll talk about that coming up.
Okay.
And then, of course, the penis-flavored potato chips.
All right. Okay. Also, we're going to. Our friend and colleague Ron Sexton died sadly on Friday, and we have we're going to talk about some of our stories about Ron, and we have some very nice letters from our listeners out there about their encounters with Donnie. Or one of Ron's many other characters. We'll be doing that coming up soon. And it's a sad day for all of us, but we're pushing forward. And I will also remind you that we're going to talk with our good friend, comedian Greg Warren, who is also a good friend of Ron's. Mm-hmm. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got a comment?
I can't help but notice that Todd Boner, the bass player, is now sporting one of our new camel toe T-shirts.
Oh, cool.
Look at
Thanks,
that.
Todd. Donnie wearing his traditional wolf with a Santa cap on.
Yeah, I'm
getting ready for the
I'm
holidays.
sticking right with the wolf, Tom. These colors don't run.
Okay. Dusty Privet in there on the drums. Scotty Winkler on the guitar as Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols have rejoined us here in the Napa Auto Parts Studios. Now, coming up, of course, the Napa Shoein' of the Week and the Napa Tool of the Week. But first, Donnie, you've got something new for us?
Yeah, if I can remember the verbs, too. We got so much fog in here. There's more fog in here than the steam room at Joe Jen's Spa when you pay extra. I swear to God. But, yeah, this tape is a dedication tape. It sort of ties in Tom Petty's and Thanksgiving, Tom.
Okay.
Because it's about Tom Petty. It's a tribute to him. We lost. Our band's always been fond of him. And then the wishbone. It's going to be a fight over the wishbone this Thanksgiving, and that's what this tape's about from Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols.
I can't wait.
Tonight we write a new love song. Tonight it's on like Donkey Kong. Excuse me if it goes down, but if it stays hard, you're in Tuggy Town. Whoa, come on, chick, sing with us. Yeah, erections, baby, custom built for you. Come on, do me, honey, before these turn blue. Now and then, I get this feeling. Sometimes it happens for no damn reason. Excuse me, I know it's wrong. The time I got a boner when I met your mom. Oh, yeah, erections, baby, custom built for you. An angel scanner knows just what to do. Erections, baby, custom built for you. And tell your mama there's room for two.
Oh.
All right.
Okay, Donnie.
How good a song is that when it still sounds good?
yeah, no kidding.
Mom, her mom, huh?
Yeah, well, I mean, Angel's mom was fire-ass hot. And Angel sort of looked like Tom Petty's. And her mom looked like that, too, but her mom wore them dark like them transitional frames. I can't afford them. And so her mom she was hot too. She sort of resembled a young Mitch Hedberg. So between those two.
Sounds lovely.
He always wore the transitional shades. Good point, Don.
Hey guys, my dad has a new album out called Under the Bed, and it would really help a lot if you were to check that out, so I can go to college. Please.
Day long. The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hello, you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. This has been Chick McGee speaking. Time now for the guy who would rather watch Star Wars than have sex.
Hey, babe. I was talking to the girls over at Delta Gamma, and they were thinking you and I should drop by and have a little fun.
Hold on one second. This is the best part. Vader's got Luke cornered.
Come on, honey. Why don't you corner me in the DG house? There's a sorority full of girls just dying to feel your force.
Oh, wow. Just look at the way Vader swings his lightsaber. Wait. Luke's about to get his hand cut off.
You know, we'd really like to see the way you swing your lightsaber. I told all the girls about it.
Dude, here it comes. Vader's gonna tell Luke he's his father. That's not true. That's impossible. Come to the dark side, Luke.
Baby, you can come to the dark side if you want, right now.
I'll never turn to the dark side. I'm Luke Skywalker.
Fine, forget it. You're more like Luke Skywhacker. Enjoy going Han Solo tonight, dork.
Those are two separate characters, and actually it's pronounced Han, not Han. See, Han was actually a Corellian orphan who became a smuggler, and Luke was the son of Anakin who became a Jedi.
All right, that's enough. This has been the guy who would rather watch Star Wars than have sex.
Oh, that is so sad.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Some like bud, some like Schmitz, but for me,
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
I was playing in Miami, and RuPaul was real big at the time, and a lot of the staff was gay at the club, and they were going to go at like 3 in the morning to this huge gay bar to see RuPaul. And I was like, all right, I'll go. And so I go down there. I mean, it's like 2,000 people. And mostly gay men. And I'm sitting there by the record machine. And the ugliest guys there hit on me. I mean, ugly pimples, fat guys. I'm like, you know what?
Gay people drink too.
You were a 2 in the morning pull, man.
Man, he looks good.
Just the fact that you went, okay, I'll go.
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I'm blind.
Jeez.
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Some tickets coming up.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the old news desk.
Hello, Chick.
There's Pat Godwin, the old performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold. Tom, you got to check him out. He's dancing. Check him out.
Yeah.
Check him out.
I get the profile now.
I know, right?
Once we've reconfigured the room.
Check it out on YouTube.
I am in the corner. Thank you, Christy.
You are in the corner.
Who took Christy off probation?
I don't remember.
How did that happen? I remember we had to take her out of probation because you're on probation.
I'm on probation now.
Because you said the S word.
And the T word. And the D word.
It's a lot of words.
I'm about ready to say
Let's go through the alphabet. Do we have an A word?
Yes.
Yeah.
The A word.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Why can't
The
we
C
say...
word's really bad.
Better stop right there.
Yeah, why can't we say ass? We can't say
Ew.
Okay, know what I mean. Okay. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
My man.
I'm Chick, and here's Tom.
Did you remember Mr. Godwin?
Oh, yeah. He said hi.
I said hi.
Hey, Pat, your guitar working in there?
Nope.
It's
teasing you.
Good answer.
That's Tom in the corner. That's Tom in the spotlight.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
With this new perspective I have, I can actually see you now. Is your guitar like 20 feet behind you now?
I have two here. I have two Taylors.
Hang on. Time out.
And they're all within reaching.
Is this the only reason you had to move so you could look into Pat Godwin's eyes?
Yeah.
They are Hazel.
Are you
Some days
kidding
bloodshot.
me?
Don't you remember I said if I were gay, I could do better than Pat?
I heard you.
You realize there are now two overly
monitors.
large monitors with Pat's mug up
Are
there.
you looking at Pat's face in the real time, or are you looking at the monitor?
There's a slight delay.
Yeah.
You know that.
I'm looking at the monitor.
Gosh,
It's in living color.
I feel like I'm at the worst sports bar ever. It's just all Godwin on all ends.
Pat, I can't tell from the monitor. What color are your eyes?
Hazel.
I bet they're brown.
He's going for the
They
bloodshot.
are hazel.
So I'm looking at it looks like your guitar is 30 feet behind you. That or you're playing a ukulele.
I think they call that forced perspective.
They've
They use
always
it-
been that
Taylor
way.
1 and this is Taylor 2.
Oh, were they tailor-made for you?
There we go. Okay.
Oh, they are.
Okay. Now,
Are you going to play one,
I
or
know
just
that
show them to
No,
us?
I just buy them. I don't even know how to play either.
He just buys them and hawks them.
Now, it's my understanding that you were at Disney World.
Yeah.
I know you were recording your television special. When's that going to start to air?
I don't know. I think in a month or so.
Maybe if it's
we're editing
up,
it right now.
You got to have it picked up.
Shopping around.
The point is, you were down at Disney World in
July,
in
yeah.
Universal, and with your son.
It is July.
Well, I think he means
Disney in July.
Yeah, it's got to be
A little
hot.
toasty, was it?
Yeah.
Woo, baby. We got those things with the propellers and the water and
Oh, sure.
oh man, we were a couple of tourists.
Nobody tells a story like Pat.
The misters, the little face misters. Yes.
Yeah,
I'd like to have a face mister.
You know, they have a little bottle on the bottom, and you spray it, and the water
That'd
sprays
be the
on
name
your
for
face.
like a porn star. They call
Face
him
mister.
Mr. because he has some
Why do they call it
some
a
kind
facial?
of weird.
Why didn't they go with face mister instead of just facial? I mean, facial's good, but
Oh gosh.
did you give her a facial?
Oh.
Yeah, it was our first date. What else was I supposed to do?
Oh.
So, do you have a song about your travels?
Or about facials?
Well, I don't tell a story, chick. I sing. Disney's a world of waiting and humidity. It's a world of walking around at 97 degrees. There's so much there to do, but you stand in a queue. It's a long line after all. Oh, it's a long line after all. We should have gone in the fall. Summertime, it's hot as balls. It's a long line after all. Come on, Dad, let's go home now. It's a 1 hour wait for Space Mountain. Get in your seat, and it's 3 seconds of fun. But my son wants to ride. My poor bald spot is fried. It's a long line after all. Oh, the line is slowing to a crawl. Someone cut in, now there's a brawl. Let's cool off in the presidential hall, where there's never a line at all.
Hey, it's my favorite place.
Pat, did you ride the Haunted Mansion?
Yeah, we did that.
Isn't that spooky?
I love
Are
it.
you looking forward to the movie? The Haunted?
No, but I love the ride. Love the ride.
No kidding.
No, I mean,
You know what? But I did not look forward to the first Pirates movie, but it was pretty good.
The Haunted Mansion is going to be a movie. It's coming out next week. Yeah.
that might be fun, right?
This week, right? This Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely.
What's left?
Well, they did Pirates, Haunted Mansion.
Remember the Tomorrow World
Yeah.
bomb? It wasn't a terrible movie, but it wasn't.
I
George
don't
Clooney,
remember.
and it was based on Tomorrowland or whatever.
I did not.
I mean,
know
they've
that.
made every television show into a movie.
Not quite.
Well, I hear they're working on Meet the Press.
Oh boy! That'll be.
I don't believe you.
I mean, think of a 60s show that hasn't been made. Dragnet was made into a terrible movie.
Let's see. Time Tunnel. How about Time Tunnel?
Oh, I'd love
Time Tunnel.
That'd
You
be
like
a good
Time
one.
Tunnel.
I love the TV show Time Tunnel. That's a good one. They've
James Darren.
I don't remember Time Tunnel.
Coronet Blue.
Poor man's Coronet Blue. Nobody watched Coronet Blue but you.
Well, Josh got away with a Cilla Black reference.
I don't know that I got away.
I'm pulling out Coronet Blue.
I'm pulling out. That's all
Are
I
we?
know.
Are we still doing
No,
college
we
nicknames? Can you
were-
explain what we're doing here?
The interesting college nicknames coming up in the 2023 college football season. General Booty, Kool-Aid McKinstry, Pig Cage, DeColdest Crawford, Boogie Knight, Hot Rod Fitton, Shita Silla, Fat Watts, Bumper Pool, Major Burns Eats Worms,
Mr.
Panda
Mr. Shita, what is it again? What's his last name?
Silla.
Silla.
Sillah.
And the spelling of that is what?
SHI.
Pause.
Oh, he is really making sure.
You.
And it's definitely a long I. Wouldn't it be Shita Sila then?
Shita Sila.
No, not necessarily. And then there's Fish McWilliams.
Oh.
He plays for University of Alabama, Birmingham. A Jew.
He should be called the French Dip.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Demon Clowney.
Demon Clowney.
Well, Clowney, there's
there's a Clowney who used to play for the Browns. I remember he tackled somebody, played for Michigan. I've got like 2% of the story right.
What was it? What was his first name?
Jadeveon?
Something like that.
Jadeveon.
There you go. That's right.
Tank Bigsby.
That's a great name. That sounds like it comes out. That sounds like it comes out of the Archie comics.
Yeah. Tank and Midge and Moose are going to.
I always liked Midge back in the.
He likes Midge.
Midge was overlooked. Yeah,
she was hot. Yeah.
Everyone was going Betty or Veronica. Midge was the one who was vigorously rogering that football hunk.
Not me. I was always a Jughead guy.
Is that right?
Yeah, you bet.
Let the record
Can't buy Bazooka Joe without.
Your father just called Moose a football hunk. Servassier Leviticus Dennis. He's going to play for Pittsburgh. Steel Chambers plays for Ohio State. Blazin Lono Wong.
What is it again?
Blazin, Blazen.
Right.
And then his last name's hyphenated. Lono Wong.
Blazin Wong.
How about that?
If you got rid of the Lona.
That'd be like the world's laziest porn star. Lazy Wong. Nope, I'm not doing it. I'm just lying here. You're doing. She does all the work. It's Lazy Wong.
And believe it or not,
he doesn't even pant.
We've got a bunch. I'm going to leave you with these, and we've got a bunch more if you want to continue. Jaeger Bull.
Oh.
Wing Green, and Keyshawn Booty.
Keyshawn?
No relation to General Booty. At least I'm...
How does he spell Booty?
Boutte.
Okay.
And General Booty's Ooty.
Okay. Booty.
Do you prefer your Keyshawn Booty or on a plate?
Booty's nice.
Any way she'd like to serve it is how I'd like it.
And coming up, an update from the Washington Football Club. They may change the name from the commander, but they've been. Mr. Snyder
he's out, evidently.
He has
now hopefully right to prison.
No, he celebrated. He went to Hooters. Celebrate the billions of dollars that he made. That's coming up, as well as we have cookies in the news today.
Oh, I like cookies.
I like cookies.
You like cookies?
And potato chips that taste like where the boys are, I guess. When we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today.
Hey, you dog owners, listen up. This is something for your big sweetie. Chew Works.
Has your dog ever scarfed down one of those chew sticks without really chewing?
Chew Works has a hold to chew, which will prevent choking and GI blockage.
When dogs can't properly hold the chew stick between their paws anymore, they tend to just swallow it.
Available in 3 sizes, mini, junior, and large. Extra large coming soon.
Their whole purpose is to provide a safer and healthier way for your dogs to chew.
Chewworks.com.
In the next room, we have Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols. Now, do you guys have a little tune you're going to play for us?
Yeah, we got a tune. This goes, since you was talking to Johnny Rutherford from Mike and the Mechanics. This goes
Mike Rutherford.
to Christy Lee. There's something about you. Yeah. There's something in the air tonight. Christy Lee's so fire-ass hot. This tape is dedicated to her from Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols on Q95. I bet you're not wearing underwear tonight. Oh, Lord. We pray there ain't hair under there tonight. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Chill of the night, if you don't wear undies, your booty's gonna get cold. Chill of the night, if you don't wear panties, your body's gonna get stoned. White snakes. White snake. Ooh. Christy Lee. Ooh. Better get with me. I just want to get close to you and set my pork sword free. And I just want to get close to you, 'cause 1 and 1 makes 3. It gets real cold, so you don't need panties, Christy Lee. You got Donnie and the chill the night, chill the night, chill the night. 295 playing White Snake for Christy, and she's sitting in a puddle. And chill the night, chill the night, chill the night, night.
Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols. Bravo!
Wow. First I've heard
them
that.
reverbs I did for you,
Yes, I heard
Fantastic.
that. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Most emulating that rugged Papa persona Hemingway adopted in his later years, paraded on stage at Sloppy Joe's Bar before a judging panel of previous winners. As well as the contest and other festival events, the lookalikes focus on raising scholarship funds for Florida Keys students. Hemingway Lookalike Society President David Douglas estimated they amassed close to $125,000 for the scholarships during the 2023 festival. And that's a look at things you may have missed. Chick McGee swears he's going to participate in that contest someday. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Hi, folks. Billy Mazing here with another amazing revolutionary product exclusively for Bob and Tom Show listeners. Ladies, how many times has this happened to you? You've spent a night hitting the bars and drinking way more than you should, but when it's time to hurry to the bathroom and vomit, your BFF is making out with some guy by the jukebox. Suddenly, you don't have anyone to hold your hair. Well, now your worries are over, thanks to my amazing Barf Away barrettes. Only $19.95 for a set of 2, 3 sets for $89.95 plus shipping and handling. Yes, these fashionable accessories can be attached at the first signs of queasiness, holding even the most unruly quaff out of the line of fire. Each Billy Mazing Barf Away barrette utilizes oversized pinch clips, making them simple to apply, even for the most impaired fingers. Just put them on as you're making a beeline toward the facilities, and don't worry about a thing. Barf Away barrettes work like magic to keep your hair swept back from your face and free of stomach contents, tooth fillings, and toilet water. You'll emerge from the bathroom or back alley stylish, empty, and ready for more.
Yeah.
Just clip it, unload, and forget it. Best of all, if you order in the next 5 minutes, I'll include a tub of Bio Be Gone breath mints for absolutely free plus shipping and handling of $29.95. What comes up or down is nobody's business but yours with these powerful breath scrubbing mitts. So what are you waiting for? Order my Billy Mazing Barf Away barrettes and Bio Be Gone breath mints, and let's get this party started. I'm Billy Mazing.
Hey, folks. Boom. It's me. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. That's 24 days and 27 days a week and 24 like the show with the guy who whispers all the time and saves the world. And Bob and Tom 24/7. Hey, it won't blow up the world.
Actually, I'm doing a CNN interview at 10, or else I'd go with him. I'm doing Larry King. first time. I'm very
Larry.
excited. Yeah, I just want him to go, Saskatchewan, hello! Can you turn down the electric blanket? Turn off the fan above the oven. I go, you know what we're going to do, Larry? We're going to try to get your shoulders a little higher. Can you do that? Why are my suspenders so tight? Because they don't go around your Larry. That's why they go. See, if you let them go, the shoulders will do that. You won't look like you look like a vulture in heat. Muncie, hello. Question for the skinhead.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
And also that guy.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Christy Lee.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Willie Griswold's here.
Hey, man.
I am Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
What? But...
Oh, hi, Josh.
Hi, Chick.
I'm sorry. I'm out of order, and I'm trying to do it in the old order.
You're
but
doing
I
wonderfully.
I keep...
We've moved everybody around in the room here.
Oh, actually...
A long-planned move.
This is from Cal.
Hi, Cal.
Why did Josh and Willie switch? Exclamation point. If they explained, I missed it. Exclamation point, exclamation point.
Josh and Willie didn't switch.
I moved over to the corner so I couldn't see everybody clearly. Now I can.
Hi, Tom.
I can even see Mr. Godwin.
This is from Aaron. Hey, gang, first-time listener, long-time emailer. This new seating arrangement makes Josh look like a little kid who finally made it to the big kid table.
Yes. Oh, all right. I was trying to say that earlier. You have all this room around you with nothing on it, and you look like when a kid goes to his dad's work and gets to sit in the boss's chair.
You look like a substitute teacher.
Type. Where's my assistant? Hello.
Type.
That's also kind of how I feel. I have this big board in front of me with buttons and dials and sliders and slippets and flirts.
I can help you with those.
No, you can't.
No, we can't.
I don't know.
You couldn't do them when you were sitting there.
I know, but I know they light up and stuff.
So I'm kind of afraid to touch anything, too, so I just sitting here with my hands in my lap.
Uh-huh.
Well, you're usually hands usually in your lap. Hi, boys, I'm home. Okay.
Start messing around with those. See if you get a weird delay or maybe one's reverb.
This one says talk to external. Let's see what happens. I'm talking to external. Anything happen?
Nope. No.
All right.
What if somebody from Nebraska called up and go, tell Josh to stop that? That's a Stephen Wright joke.
Now, we were all gone for the last week, and the very sad news is on Friday, we learned of the death of Ron Sexton. Ron was a good friend to all of us, and a good friend to all of you listening. Ron was the guy that created Donnie Baker, Kenny Tarmac, Floyd the Trucker. Ron did tremendous impressions. His Tony Soprano was the best of anyone. I think Frank Caliendo even told me that once, and Frank is a master of the voices. A couple of obscure favorites, Rick. He would just call. Chick, describe the Rick calls.
Well, they would go. The idea was no jokes. He would just be Rick, and he would be present, and he would
just
hey, this is Rick.
Then not say anything.
No.
And then we'd have to.
Oh, hi, Rick. How are you? I'll call you back. Stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Another favorite of mine was, and Ron was a baseball coach in his own right, and a huge baseball fan. But Ron had Coach Ralph.
Yeah.
That was the real strict coach. But then you'd find out he was coaching 6-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
Take a knee.
Let's not forget, Ron was also the Mannings.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Colin is Peyton and the whole gang. Yeah.
He was all the Mannings.
Right. Even Grandma.
Yeah.
This is a nice letter. Dustin writes, we all mourn Ron's passing. As a former trucker turned business traveler.
Oh, from Floyd to Kenny, huh?
Floyd and Ken Tarmac were my favorites. Ken Tarmac, we always loved Ken. He never said where he was, but it was always designated by the airport designation. And every time he'd go, it was always he'd have to be in 3 or 4 flights. And if you knew the airport designations, it would be he'd gone from Atlanta to Alaska to Hawaii to Cleveland to get from Atlanta to PO. It was just
ORD,
crazy.
Yeah,
it was crazy. But Dustin has a nice letter here and a nice remembrance. of Ron. He goes, earlier this year I traveled to Brazil. I had an overnight flight to Sao Paulo from Atlanta to connect to Brasilia. I paid for an international phone call just so I could call my wife from the plane and say, we just landed.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
We're in GRU, just in through DSM, through ATL, connecting to BSB. What a nice tribute that is. And we're receiving a lot of letters, and we'll start to go through more of these as the day continues. Christy, did you say you have one over there? Is it?
No, I haven't read this one yet. I don't want to do it cold.
I have one. I tweeted, this is from Chuck. I tweeted Donnie that it was my 6-year-old son's birthday, and my son loves Donnie Baker. I asked him to like his birthday post, and instead we received a direct message of Donnie telling him happy birthday.
Oh, man.
I swear to God he did. Said it straight to his face. It made my son's birthday.
This is from Dave. Dave and his wife said they wanted to let me know that they will gladly raise Wolfie the way Donnie would have wanted him. Little Zuba's wolf shirts and carnival food are ready.
Yep.
Seriously, condolences to Ron's family and all of you, Dave. Thank you, Dave. Yeah.
Oh, that is nice.
Yeah.
That is very, very nice. Now, we have all been on vacation for a week.
I had an accident. Not a vacation if Chrissy doesn't get hurt.
Oh, yeah. You've broken a bone in your foot.
Everywhere.
You twisted your knee.
Yeah, I've broken a leg.
What'd you do this time?
This time I was jumping waves with my 4-year-old great-nephew, grandnephew, whatever you call him, and the back of his head slammed into my face.
Ooh.
So
Did you drop your wine?
Very funny, Pat. I was bleeding pretty heavily.
Oh, I thought that had stopped a few years ago.
No.
She can't do anything.
You know what? You gotta harness that cycle. That's all there is.
Yeah.
Broke her hymen is what she did.
My daughter goes, you realize you have blood everywhere. The sharks are going to come.
The sharks can smell it.
Yeah.
Oh, they can.
You need to get out of the water. I had no idea. I mean, I guess you can't see it now, but
Well, you're covered in water. You can't tell if your
face was all cut up. And
you start to taste copper, right? Isn't that how blood tastes like?
Did you get stitches?
No, I didn't get stitches, but I ran up and there was a bunch of guys sitting there, because it's the beach. Hey, can I have some ice out of your cooler? And they're like, you got blood all over you. Yeah, I know. I'm well aware.
Man. Did anybody see the video of the, it looked like a scene from the movie Jaws?
What?
It was, where was that? Was that in New Jersey or New York on the beach?
Somebody got bit?
Yeah, last week. No, there are all these people in the water, and you see the shark fin.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I saw that.
And they're yelling, people get out of the water, and there's this one guy just standing there. Hey, you.
Oh, God, I would be terrified.
It's up to him.
Yeah, we did a little boating on our trip. And
please tell me you were the captain.
No. You have a very nice
I am the captain now.
And I said to the guy, did you ever see any sharks? And he goes, no, but last week a bunch of people were spearfishing, and they had some visitors.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, that.
Were you your favorite character when you boat again, Captain Zink? Isn't that?
Zinc Oxide Man.
Yeah, I zinc up.
You got the French Foreign Legion hat on.
Did you swim with the pigs this time?
No, that's overrated.
Okay.
We did not do that. That's the one thing I did not do.
And there is a new.
Please, it's unattractive ladies.
Okay. Yes, that's B.
So that's if you're spending your money, don't waste it going to swim with the pigs.
Okay. Shark Week is this week on Discovery Channel.
Spend a little more money, find yourself a nice girl.
Yes, there's a show this week called Pigs and Sharks, and I read the synopsis.
What?
Apparently, the sharks have discovered the swimming pigs.
We all know how good pulled pork is.
Yes.
So there's sort of a little circuit that they can do where they take you to see the turtles, and they take you to see. There's these incredible sandbars in the Bahamas. It looks like they're like 3 inches off sea level, and it just goes on for like 50 football fields. It's crazy stuff.
Huh.
But there's this one cliff you can jump off of.
Oh, cool.
It's like a scene from Blue Lagoon.
Did you do that?
There's this beautiful cliff.
There's a naked 14-year-old, 12-year-olds. No closer.
Even hearing that, the title of that movie makes me uncomfortable. It always made me uncomfortable. Because she had her cycle, if you will, in the movie, and there's a big damn deal about it. Yeah.
But
they're babies.
So what happened? Apparently,
having babies.
God.
Apparently, what happened is some group of idiots went and they went to that lagoon and they were throwing chum in to attract sharks.
Oh, no.
And then they left. And then the next group that came in.
What?
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yes. Yeah. But no one's as big of an idiot as the guy told you. We're at the Eleuthera Airport, which is, once again, the size of a backyard storage hut for a lawnmower. And the guy in front of me at security, there's these big cases of fishing rods. And she goes, "Is this your fishing rod?" And he goes, "Yeah, this one's mine, but the other one's probably a bomb."
What? It's just ridiculous.
Thank you, sir. How do we close down the airport?
He had a couple Kalik lights. He was having a fun day. What are you going to do?
Kalik lights.
Oh, they're good.
Oh, they are good.
Is that a good beer?
Yeah. Damien beer.
Well, it's there.
Okay, yeah.
Now, coming up, we have more tributes. We're going to be reading about Ron, and we have more crazy names from college football.
Bubba Baxa, Sammy Stoner. How about a Sellers Shy, Power Eccles, Hero Canoe?
Hero Canoe.
How about Dylan Deatherage?
Deatherage. Wow.
Deatherage.
If you do not leave my head.
Ephesians Prysock.
What is that again?
Ephesians Prysock.
Huh.
That sounds like an illness.
Juvensky Schlenbaker. He doesn't look like a Schlenbaker.
These aren't physicists?
No.
This is the
Leo
cast
Slard
for Oppenheimer. Okay.
Blaze Gunnarsson.
Oh, so that's great.
Christy, what do you got coming up?
Coming up, we have Taco Bell in the news.
Everybody shut up.
Yep. And we have face keenies becoming popular in China. And can you bake cookies on your dashboard? Is it that hot, really?
You know what we should do? Get us a dozen eggs and go out here on the sidewalk and see if they'll cook. That's right. Nobody's doing that.
We thunked of it.
We thunked it right here.
We thought we would do pork chops on the dashboard.
We're very sick.
You ever puke at 65 miles an hour on Interstate 75? The dog was trying to lap it up from the back window.
Trichinosis, you will drop the weight.
This portion of the Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by BetterHelp. Life can be very confusing. A lot of things coming at you all the time, and the path forward not always clear. This is where therapy can come in, and BetterHelp is a really interesting way to access therapy, and not just accessing a qualified counselor, but the therapy itself is performed online, so you can do it as if you were texting back and forth, or on camera, or just on the phone. And the way it works is you fill out a little questionnaire, and then you will be matched with a licensed therapist. And by the way, you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. And the idea of this is, with BetterHelp, the idea is convenience, because you can do it when it works for you. And it's done, once again, just with your phone, with your computer, whatever works for you. So therapy can be a map. It can help you get sorted out. And check out BetterHelp. It's helped thousands and thousands of people. BetterHelp.com/BT show is the way to find out more information. Once again, that's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT show. That will also knock 10% off your first month. BetterHelp.com/BT show. Coming up, we have cooking on your dashboard. We have more tributes to our friend Ron that we will be getting to, of course. And I have one for Josh. It involves OnlyFans meets the world of MMA.
Oh, all right.
Live in person. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom.
Hey, Bob and Tom, this is the Static Shack. This is a real recording studio. All this stuff is paid for, and this is basically where bands come in, record their tapes so that they can play their tapes on the radio and stuff. I could have had a recording studio. It's nice, too, but I got a boat instead. And my band's coming here. What?
Can I get some help, man?
Dusty, I'm the lead singer. I mean, I'm kind of busy, plus I'm taking my break now. If you need help, I'll get a girl to join the band. Basically, you have to have an audition couch in a studio. It's state law. That way, anybody that comes in knows that they're trying out, knows it's going to be a fair chance. I'm basically auditioning backup singers right now. Just call my pager. Pretty sure we can make it happen. I swear to God we can. This is my favorite part of the recording studio. Not every band has this. We got Goldschlagers. Look at that Goldschlagers. We got Funyuns, and we got Jaegers. It's the lead singer salad bar. I love Goldschlagers. Goldschlagers is basically the only liquor invented that looks like it has goldfish turds floating around. But the fact remains, that's 14 karat gold. But you drink all of this, you can crap a promise ring. Bob and Tom, this is called the Control Panel Console Operation Board. I probably know more about this stuff than anybody I know of. Me and Angel Skinner did it on here once. I swear to God we did. We had to stop, though, because her butt kept getting feedback.
Late night party at the pizza barn. Have no idea it could get this hard. $80 tab, try to split it 4 ways. But that don't work when the drummer never pays. Scotty got the pizza boner, bought the beer. Then our waitress says, are we finished here? Let me put the tip in, cause you're so hot. Let me put the tip in, I swear to God. Let me put the tip in, I love your hair. Let me put the tip in, it's only fair. I swear to God I'm the best tipper. I lay it right here on the table to prove it. Long dark hair hanging down her back. Had asked for days causing a pork attack. So fire-ass hot, she should be on stage. A meat lover's dream, making minimum wage. Let me put the tip in, come over here. Let me put the tip in, get you beer. Let me put the tip in, I swear to God. Let me put the tip in, check out this wad. Heck, that's only 10%, baby. Look, you want to see a little more? There's 20% right in your face. I swear to God, you have to accept my tip. It's state law. Now, when I know how to set the mood, baby, how about a guitar solo? No, not the whole thing, just the tip. Scotty Winkler! Let me put the tip in, I swear to God. Let me put the tip in, give me the nod. Let me put the tip in, let's try your card. Let me put the tip in, or the salad bar. Let me put the tip in, baby. You'll always come out ahead. I swear to God you will.
On your feet and itchy hot hemorrhoids. Cornhole H. Right, Bob?
Radio.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Not on air, online, all the time.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
They put the F in professional.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Christy Lee.
Hello, Chick.
Hello, there's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick McGee.
Hey, there's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi, Chick.
It's a process.
Yes.
It's a journey, not a destination or something. Hi, Willie.
Hey, man.
That's Willie Griswold. I'm Chick McGee, and there's Tom Griswold having, what do you got there, a latte, extra milk? What's going on over there? A latte?
Oh, he's discovered iced coffee, don't
Iced coffee.
Yeah.
Oh.
He never heard of it before.
When he finds stuff like this, it's like, you've heard of iced coffee? You've heard of hot dogs? They actually have buns that fit the dog.
No.
Yeah.
Willie is the one who started me on the iced coffee.
I drink cold brews. It's a different thing, but that's okay.
Okay,
well, that's what is it? Decaf iced coffee?
I guess.
I used to drink iced lattes, but then you have two of those and you feel terrible, and you go, "Oh, I just had 2 glasses of milk." On any day, would I drink 2 glasses of milk and go, "Hey, why do I feel weird?"
What's the difference between a cold brew and iced coffee?
About $1.50. Thank you very much.
I think they brew the cold brew cold. That's it. And then the iced coffee is traditionally brewed coffee. Then they freeze it.
Okay.
There he is. Okay, we're switching gears here. We are going to talk with comedian Greg Warren.
We're going from comedy to talking to Greg Warren.
Yep.
Now, Greg, I know that you were friends with Ron Sexton, and we've been celebrating Ron's life a little bit this morning. Ron portrayed many characters on our show, including, of course, Donnie Baker, Floyd the Trucker, Kenny Tarmac, and more. And Ron was also a friend of yours. Ron, for those of you that are not aware of it, Ron died on Friday. Very sad news, and we're receiving a lot of letters about this. Do you mind, Greg, I want to read you one that I just got. This is from Macca in Australia. He goes, The passing of Ron has come to me as a great shock. It's only fair that his family should know that his humor and comedy extended as far as the other side of the earth, all the way here to Australia. By the way, I can imagine his first conversation with the Almighty. I swear to you. And he says, now, Lord, can I meet Noah? I've got a boat for sale.
Very nice.
And then he said, VALE Ron Sexton. I don't know if that's like an RIP in Australia, but thanks, Mac. I thank you for the very kind words with reference to Ron. You were on the road with Ron a little bit, Greg?
Oh, yeah. I want to say today that in 1987, Eric Davis hit 293 with 37 home runs and 100 RBI. Yeah. Eric Davis was Ron's favorite baseball player.
Absolutely. Yes. His favorite, yeah.
He loved that guy, man.
Named his son after Eric Davis.
Did he really?
Yeah, Eric.
Yeah, Ron called him E Boogie, I think is what he called Eric Davis. But that's not. I think that's just Ron's nickname.
Right.
His nickname is Eric the Red because he played for the Reds.
Yeah, I don't know if Ron ever met Eric Davis, but I did. And he couldn't have been a nicer. He's one of the nicest guys I've ever met.
Oh,
good. Really?
In sports or anywhere. He's a really
nice.
sweet guy. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he's wearing. And I like Ellie De La Cruz, but he's wearing Eric's 44. So I don't know if I like.
No way, really?
Yeah. So I don't know if I like that or not, but we'll see.
I kind of do, man.
Is that all right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's all right. I mean, yeah, guy seems pretty cool.
Well, seems kind of hippie-ish. Got that long hair. Marge Schott wouldn't have stood for it, I'll tell you that.
No, she would not have.
Get that hair cut and get those chains off.
I believe when I had a real job, I worked at Procter & Gamble, living in Cincinnati. I'd drive to the office every day, and I would listen to you guys. It's the first time I heard you guys. And I believe there was a lot of Marge Schott back then, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her calls have curtailed.
Well, you die and all. And
never stopped us before.
That's true.
We can,
yeah.
Oh, here's. I bet this is a common thought, listeners. This morning, this is from Dave. Good morning, everybody. I have listened to your show since you hit the airways up in Lansing, Michigan, until right this moment.
I heard Tom talking. I had no effing idea all those voices came out of the same person.
Oh, a lot of people don't realize
For the rest of my life, every time I see a flight attendant, I hear Sky Hag in my head.
And we should qualify that by saying your daughter was a flight attendant.
Yeah, but not anymore. She got out of it. She's too pretty. Yeah.
So she's. So you're going to double down now on Sky Hag. I was trying to say thank you to all the great people who work on those aircraft.
Whatever you say.
Thank you very much. Okay.
You know, it must have been 2005 or something. I was in the studio with you guys, and I think Ron called in as Dr. Phil. Did he?
Yeah, he did that occasionally.
Yeah, he did.
And I just remember being like, who is this guy? Because it was so specific and so silly. It was. What did he would be like? It's not about you.
He would always say, he'd say things like, have you seen my tapes? And I would always say, no. Have you read my books? And I'd always say, I never would. But he kept going. It was not fazed at all by the fact that I made it very clear I couldn't stand him. Of course.
Yeah. The character.
The character.
Yeah.
It's not about you. He was that. The first time I heard that, I was like, man, this guy is. Who is this guy, man? He's hilarious. And then I don't know. I just I think his characters were so outlandish and so silly, but at the same time, every one of them, you're like, I know that guy.
Yes,
I definitely know. I know that guy.
Yeah.
I think
did you guys
go ahead, Greg? Sorry.
He also, man, on the road with Ron, the junk food that he ate was insane.
Boston
baked beans.
Boston baked beans. He ate Boston baked beans.
Isn't that wild? You would search them out.
Sometimes you'd look for who eats these.
Right?
He always got those.
Yeah, always.
I would love to have an 8-hour tape of the car ride with Tim Wilson and Ron Sexton.
Yeah.
Ron worshipped Tim Wilson.
Well, Tim's the first guy Ron's looking for, today.
Tim loved him.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, those half the time with Ron, I just text him Tim Wilson bits. Man.
Yeah.
He just texts me every now and then. He'd text me, Ronnie Van Zant would have beat the hell out of Kid Rock.
So, Greg, I had occasion. We were doing the show from Dallas. What was it, 4 years ago or something? And we all met for dinner. And Ron was sitting next to me, and he was as happy as I've ever seen him because he had gone to Lee Harvey Oswald's famous boarding house.
That's all he could talk about.
And both Ron and I are big fans, if you will. That's not the proper word.
Enthusiasts.
We both have done a lot of reading on the topic of the Kennedy assassination. Terrible tragedy.
And you believe in freeing Cuba, I think.
And and of course, I'm on the Fair Play for Cuba committee, as you know. But Ron had... you can go visit. Obviously, you can go to Dealey Plaza. And if you've been there, by the way, you go, I could have made the shot.
Especially with the three other guys they had.
See, that was Ron was a conspiracy theorist. I'm completely the opposite.
We talked to him, and he said that at the end of Tim's life, Ron found a book, and it explained pretty well that there was maybe more than one shooter. And he tried to give that to Tim, and Tim just wouldn't have it.
But Ron had met the woman that I guess ran the boarding house or whatever, and got a personal tour.
Got to lie in his bed.
And got to lie down in the bed that Lee Harvey Oswald slept in.
He couldn't believe
the night before he shot John F. Kennedy. And Ron was beside himself with joy.
Yeah, he was.
And then every once in a while, I would slip into a script stuff that only Ron would get. For example, the address of that boarding house would be inserted in some random place in a script.
Oh, wow.
To see, because only Ron would pick up on that. Or I'd throw in the name of J.D. Tippett or something like that. Ron did many great voices. And as I said earlier, his his Tony Soprano was absolutely amazing.
Was he Soprano and Charles Barkley on that thing?
Yeah, he did both.
Yeah, I don't know how he did that. Yeah. Man, I think my favorite thing with, we did a lot of the Bob and Tom tour dates together, and Ron would go out and sell T-shirts as Donnie Baker afterwards. And the things he would say to women on the way he was like, well, he's just in character. I'm like, yeah, kind of. It was unbelievable, man.
Me, Ron, and Oskay did a show in Jonesboro, Arkansas a year ago. And I sold my papers or my lighters or whatever. And then Ron had a line that was way bigger than mine. But he met every single person. And even if it was just borderline sexual harassing his fans, he stuck around for every single one and gave them full Donnie. And blew me away.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah, that's a joyful situation to be in, where you can be in character and insult everyone, and they love it.
Oh, they every one of them loved it, man.
And I think Ron loved doing it, as you said. Sure, it was kind of in character, but at the same time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's Donnie Baker called me Flute, and Ron Sexton called me Flute. Hey, Flute. I think my favorite thing, one time, I can't remember, he called in when I was in the studio, and he goes, Flute, what's the matter with you? He goes, if I wanted to be in the band, or what did he say? You're in the band, Flute. You're an embarrassment. He goes, if I wanted to march around with a bunch of people I didn't like, I'd go to the food court.
We received a really nice letter from Dusty Privet, who was
oh yeah, man, his drummer
in the
best buddy, really,
in the Pork Pistols.
Traveled with him all the time. Yeah.
And it's a beautiful letter, and we have posted this on various Bob and Tom social media. But do you mind if I read just a little bit of it?
Not at all.
Please.
Dusty writes, I wanted to take a moment to share with you the profound admiration I have for Ron Sexton, a.k.a. Donnie Baker. As his closest friend, I had the privilege of 17 years of shows and 1 million miles across America, witnessing firsthand the incredible bond he forged with those who supported his craft. Ron's dedication to his fans was unparalleled, and his genuine appreciation for their unwavering support knew no bounds. He goes on to talk about how Ron would meet everybody after the shows and get his picture taken and have a good time. And it's a really long letter and just beautiful. And we've got this posted, so when you get some time, just go on and read it. We are speaking with comedian Greg Warren, and we're talking about our friend Ron Sexton. Ron sadly died Friday, and it was shocking. And we're just trying to remember in the nicest way Ron's skills and his life and all the fun and joy that he brought to all of us.
Tom, was he a sportscaster before he worked for you guys?
Yes.
Yeah. And
he did sports talk radio, and he worked for the
he worked with Mark Patrick, right? Wasn't he?
Indianapolis Colts, and
Because he has a voice when he's not doing Donnie or what. Ron's voice sounds like a broadcaster.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Great voice.
Yeah.
He was in the building, and as you know, this building is the size of an aircraft carrier, which it needs to be for the 10 people who still work here. I didn't know who he was, and I never listened to the sports talk show. Because I have a life. And one day Marty, our program director, came up to me and he goes, do you know this Ron guy? And I say hi to him every day. I have no idea what he does. And he goes, he does a bunch of different voices. And so I went and met Ron, and we hired him right then and there, just immediately. And then it was over the course of time that he created all those voices. And interestingly enough, for the super fans of this show, and we thank you, if you listen, and I may be able to dig one up. I think I can have Drew look for one of the early days of Donnie Baker. I should say the early years. it's a significantly different voice than the Donnie we now know.
True.
How did you put it, Josh? You
It
said
was like Homer Simpson. It sort of evolved.
Yeah.
And I think didn't he grunt a lot more, or something like that? I think.
And I remember the one I can remember standing with Dean in his office, trying to decide how we were going to spell Donnie, and we ended up going with an IE instead of a Y because of you want to guess why?
Why?
Ronnie Van Zant and Donnie Van Zant, and it became all of a sudden. We said, and Ron goes, "Oh no, if that's right, it's got to be an IE." But yeah, the character evolved over the years, and then all these other things came out of Ron's soul and his brain. And I think everybody has their favorites. Mine was always Kenny Tarmac, the completely self-absorbed idiot sales guy that has no idea what anyone thinks of him. And I just
don't call him a McCurdy Award winner an idiot.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
And by the way, the McCurdy Awards, that's named after a guy that worked here. There's a lot of inside jokes that we used to always put in those scripts.
I always liked when Donnie would call in. I got the feeling like Bob was the only person that Donnie felt he could really talk to. It was very nuanced, but he was like, I think both because they were both ladies' men, But Donnie always kind of he felt like he could reason with Bob,
but
and the rest of you guys.
Also, Greg, he never acknowledged the fact that Bob retired. That was part of the. Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker. I can't do the voice, but he never acknowledged that Bob wasn't there. But you do raise a good point that he was indeed the ladies' man. And then the other weird thing, and I'll stop talking about this in a second. The other weird thing to me was the fact that we created the kid, the son.
Wolfie?
That suddenly this Donnie, in many ways, Donnie Baker was this awful human being, but he was a great dad.
Yeah, he cared about his kid.
He took care of Wolfie more than I did. How'd that happen?
Yeah, well, we stole the baby from you. We made all that up. Okay. Greg, it's always a great pleasure. And
thanks, guys.
Love you,
thinking
Greg.
about all of you guys. Yeah.
Thinking about you too, man. Love you.
I want to say one last thing. Donnie Baker is the only guy, I think, besides Warren Moon that wore Zubaz.
Yeah. Good old Zubaz.
Yeah. And I remember emailing him one day going, hey, I just was on eBay. You can still buy Zubaz. And I forwarded him the place to get him. Thanks, Greg.
Bye, Greg.
Bye, guys. See you,
okay. We're getting lots of nice communications about Ron, so we'll read some more of them coming up. A couple other things coming up. We have, oh my gosh, we have the Ace Cosby joke of the day. Need I say more?
Whoop-dee-doo.
We have Taco Tuesday.
I said whoop-dee-doo.
That was unenthusiastic and mean.
Yes, it was.
Quiz time. Chick McGee, what is your sleep number setting, please?
100. Why are you looking at your son?
That's a firm mattress, my friend. Christy Lee, what is your setting?
45.
That's a softer mattress?
Yes.
That's right. Science shows that quality sleep is important, of course.
What about Josh?
And
I'm 65. Thank you for asking.
That's a slightly softer.
Look, a day over 40.
Great for date night.
Slightly softer mattress than Chick McGee has. The point is, it's adjustable, and the Sleep Number people have perfected the adjustable firmness of your mattress. Either side of the bed, at the touch of a button, you can change it. So it's the bed that's suitable at all times. Plus, the Sleep Number people have gone way beyond just the adjustability of the firmness. They have all kinds of tricks in those beds that can help you sleep more, and lots of information about sleeping and the importance of sleep. So unlock your sleep potential with a smart bed that can perform as well as you do. Sleep, as we say, at the next level. And right now, this is something new, a staggering savings of $1,200 on Sleep Number's most popular 360 smart bed. Plus, special financing is available for a limited time only at Sleep Number stores or at sleepnumber.com/BT show. See the store for the details about this special financing available. Again, a staggering $1,200 savings on Sleep Number's most popular 360 smart bed. I know I love my Sleep Number bed. I believe I'm going on year 19 with my Sleep Number bed. When we come back, we'll catch up with more sports and some cool stuff from Christy Lee and potato chips that taste like, really? This is the Joining us in the Napa Auto Parts Studios in the special annex to my right and behind Josh. Scoot over there, Josh. Yes.
This is the new, this is the new
I know.
lighter thing. So
it's, doing your phone, yes. We have Donnie Baker along with the Pork Pistols.
Hey, boys.
Donnie Baker on tour right now. Donnie, entrepreneur. Donnie, famous for his koozies and other semi-legal merchandise.
Paraphernalia.
Donnie, I like your wolf T-shirt with the wolf wearing a nice Santa cap.
Yep, Miss Santa Wolf. I still got my boat for sale too, Tom, if you can mention that.
Okay, now, you know that Morgan Freeman's selling his boat, so you're up against Mr.
Yeah, I appreciate him boat blocking me like everybody else.
He's boat blocking you?
I've got a neighbor, 4 lots down, selling his boat, 500 less than my boat.
Oh.
And he don't even have an outboard motor on his. Mine's got an Evinrude's, if you can mention that when you plug it. He don't even have an outboard. He's got an inbred motor, which runs good, but his sister has to start it. So how can I compete with that? You know, I'm on Craigslist. He's got a whole budget to advertise on Ancestry.com. So, of course, he's going
that sounds great. I'm surprised you have an Evinrude. I thought you'd be more of a Johnson guy.
Nope, got an Evinrude. Stick the governor off it, though. It's a beast on water.
So I'm sorry that you're getting yacht blocked, but we need to get to the band here. Once again, can you introduce the fellas in the band?
Yeah, on bass, I got Todd Boner. And then on lead guitar, my best friend ever, Scotty Winkler. And on drums, we got Dusty Privet. So this is our band. We're the Pork Pistols. We started off as Dirt Nickel years ago. And then Boner quit, and we came Mucus Plug, and then that didn't last, and Scotty got on the pills, and then we was Turtles with the D. See, we're done with Christian rock. What we're doing here is so much different.
Well, now, Donnie, I know we have time for a couple more tunes here. Is this your new original one? What are we playing?
This is a new original tape I wrote. It sort of ties into Thanksgiving. Because, you know, this is really the only time of year starting mixing stuff in your meals. Nobody really sits down with 4 or 5 side dishes when they go out, to wherever they're eating. This is like home style stuff like the Pilgrims did. But it can sometimes shock your system. And that's what this tape's about, from Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols. And I'll start this one, Dusty. This sounds like my boat when I start my boat. Okay, and we do this one because Motley Crue pissed out and quit, so somebody's got to sing our tapes good. Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols. Always travel with Febreze. Got one in the chamber, give it a squeeze. I swear to God it was a short. Oh, I hope it ain't. Oh no, I'm laying paint. Yeah, I gambled on a fart on a liquid dart. Said, oh no, payday. Yeah, I got skid marks when I left it in park. Said, oh no, mayday.
Okay.
Popped out.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
If you want to turn your daddy parts orange, eat some Cheetos and watch some porn.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm just sitting down at the tattoo parlor with my daughter. And
no, stop right there. That's pretty scary.
I'm having my tattoos redone. She's 14, and she's going to be a freshman in high school.
She's very witty. She's a sparkling, wonderful girl. She's been on the show, and she better not get a tattoo, you idiot.
No, but everybody at the tattoo parlor thought she was 18, 19.
Yeah, going to get a tattoo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
so that was your daddy day?
Daddy-daughter day. We went to the tattoo parlor.
You went to a tattoo parlor?
Uh-huh.
Classy.
I kept trying to talk.
Here's
her
the one I
into it.
want you to get, sweetie. It's I know that's a lawnmower, and that's the Pink Panther.
No daughters, man.
I kept trying to tell her.
Sorry.
You know, if you ever get a crush on a boy, here's what you need to do: just tattoo his name on your shoulder and walk up to him and go, "Look at this! You take me seriously now?" You know, stuff like that.
Yeah,
and
that's great advice.
Mm-hmm. But I can't stand the endorsements that come after that because everybody's going to have their own shoe and selling shoes and telling these kids to buy shoes. Because honestly, I don't care what kind of shoe an athlete wears, and neither should you. My question is, what kind of shoe does a black surgeon or lawyer wear? What is Johnny Cochran wearing? That should be the commercial. When you can get a brother off a double homicide the whole world knows he's guilty of, that's a bad shoe.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom.
Night on the way.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, look, there's a clock over there.
If we don't laugh, we'll cry. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, hey.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi, chick.
Or have you thought about going to Arnold Joshua at any point?
I'm going to do it from now on.
All right, sir. And here's Tom.
Here comes Arnie JJ.
And we've come to the point in the show where we need to pick the Bob and Tom college football player of the year that we're going to follow for the rest of the season because of his unique name. Do you remember any that you want to?
Yeah, well, the first one was
General Booty.
This guy's, and his actual name is General.
Yes. It's not a nickname.
Okay.
He's the quarterback for Oklahoma.
I remember, is it Shaita Silla?
That guy.
Shaita Silla seems like the natural that we should go with. He plays a defensive end for Boston College.
Spell his name again for me.
Shitta. Silla. Silla.
Can't wait for that first televised football game.
And then Josh, you referenced the semi-obscure English singer, sort of a second-rate Petula Clark, Cilla Black.
Oh, that's right.
Wow. I believe she's still alive.
No, she's not. I looked her up.
Gone?
She passed away in 2015.
Yeah, she couldn't be.
180.
She was born in 43.
Oh, sorry. Cilla be dead.
Yeah.
Cilla be dead.
I
think there was a good one here that I did not get to. Chancellor Brewington. We didn't get to that one.
Oh, there's DeColdest something and also Kool-Aid something.
DeColdest Crawford. Well, I don't know if Kool-Aid is his actual name.
Chancellor Brewington sounds like an IPA expert. I am Chancellor Brewington.
We all know. We see your mustache.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just take it easy.
You haven't commented on my derby.
Doesn't he sound like? Doesn't he sound like an IPA expert on like The Simpsons?
Yeah,
it's more of a.
It's a little on the nose.
Okay, what is DeColdest? I'm going to try to Google this. Tell me, what is it? DeColdest? How does he spell it?
DeColdest. DeColdest Crawford.
Oh, that's really his name.
Yeah.
Does it say where he's from?
Juneau, Alaska.
I mean, that would be.
Find him again.
He plays in Nebraska.
Have to be from
right?
somewhere cold, wouldn't you think?
My room. He's from Alaska, plays in Nebraska.
He plays with Louisiana Tech.
Louisiana Tech. I was wrong, but Josh sang a song about it.
I feel an affinity for Panda Askew.
Yeah, that's real good.
I kind of like him.
I want like an airplane when they take the pictures. I want a panda askew. Your panda's askew, and then he makes it a panda a straight. I really want that to happen.
Straight.
This is his name. I love this guy's name. DeColdest Crawford. We got to follow him.
All right, DeColdest Crawford.
We can follow. Why don't we pick 5?
Five?
Sure. We have time.
Sammy Stoner.
Booty.
General Booty, Sammy Stoner from Dublin, Ohio.
What about
Booby Clark? No, that's
Curry?
Curry.
Booby Curry. Yeah.
Booby Curry.
And Booby Curry, your analysis was what?
An Indian strip club.
I liked it. I'm sorry.
I think I'm just now
take it
getting
off.
Don't do the voice. I mean,
Why can't
he just won't
when did
stop.
when did accents become illegal?
About 20 years ago, and we need you to learn.
Yeah, we need you to at least be aware.
Okay.
Unless, like, no, you're pure English. You can't do any voices. I could do German or Dutch, but you
know the
can't.
British accent will never be offensive, will it? Like that one, we've just decided
they deserve to be mocked.
I say, white man's burden, you know.
Centuries of imperialism. This is your punishment forever now.
you just can't do the accents of all the countries they took. You know, that's the issue.
I see. Very complicated.
Okay.
I told you Dylan Detharage, right?
Yeah, that's a crazy name.
That sounds like a Detharage sounds like either a varnishing technique,
like decoupage,
or some kind of military.
It's like the official name of a firing squad.
Yeah, the Detharage, or some kind of weapon. No, we've also done several movie reviews this morning. We get a thumb sideways on Barbie from Christie. Is that right?
I didn't care for it much.
But we get a huge thumbs up on Oppenheimer from Mr. McGee.
Two thumbs up. Yes,
Can't
sir.
wait to see that.
Yes, sir.
2 thumbs up from me for Mission Impossible.
Yes, I can't wait to see that either.
Fun.
All right. I am watching a new TV show.
Oh boy. What?
Tell me.
Well, on vacation, they have a TV in that place.
It sounds like you stayed at a lovely resort.
Wow. Look at you really coming up there.
Wait a minute. What was wrong? Did you have to get in the bathtub to change the channel?
There's only the one, so usually it was on some kid show. But when they went to sleep, I forget what it's called. Something like I was going to say Dirty Larry. Wait a minute, that's not what it is.
It's going to be a show that everyone has seen.
Is it Lucky Hank?
No, it's about it's
Barry?
It's Eric Bana. Is that his name? The Australian comedian actor.
Yeah,
the Hulk.
He's terrific in it.
Cool.
But it's raised my level of paranoia, if that's possible.
What streaming service?
Hulu maybe. I don't know. I never was allowed to touch the thing.
What do you got, Chris?
Is it Dirty John Betty?
That's it, Dirty John.
Dirty John Betty.
Dirty John. The Eric Bana is a terrific actor, but he's so scary in this. It's this guy that's he's Christy, you'd hate it.
I wouldn't watch it. Yeah.
Tom, did it scare you?
Dirty John. Yes. Oh, I'm completely paranoid.
Oh, wow. All right.
This guy pretends to be somebody he isn't, and he goes into a hospital, pretends to be a doctor. And,
does it scare you because you lack integrity?
Yes. No. I just feel like that there's people out there trying to get.
Who's scarier, Dirty John or Johnny Loud One?
Well,
Johnny
Loudone.
Take your time.
We get requests for Johnny Loudone.
Believe me.
Maybe we should come back.
Thank you
with
for that.
Maybe we should come back.
You remind me of me. You do something popular and you don't want to do it anymore.
Hey, look, everybody, it's Johnny Loud One.
So do we have a list of our college football players now?
Dirty John? You chose, I thought. Didn't you?
Let's go with the
coldest Crawford and
Kool-Aid, the stoner guy.
General Booty.
General Booty.
And what's the guy, SHI? What is it?
Shita Silla.
So is he on our Shita list?
Yes, he is. Yes, he's number 1 on our Shita list.
Thank you. We'll be right back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker. Guess what? I saved up some money and bought this new badass spy camera. I swear to God I did. Check this thing out. Man, they got so much stuff in here. This is badass. I swear to God it is. You wouldn't think a radio station have so many pictures. Ah, look. It's Bob and Tom. Man, something about that don't look right. Let's see if we can make it better. One down. Perfect. Hey, Christy.
Hey, what are you doing here, Donnie? You're not allowed back here.
No, it's Homeland Security. I'm supposed to come back here and check you for humps today.
You're not going to get your hands on me.
Okay, if you don't like this one, how about let me use this one? You know, the touch of a wolf is a healing touch.
No.
Better yet, how about fur on fur? Hey man, it's Donnie Baker. Guess what? I saved up some money and bought this new badass spy camera. I swear to God I did. Check this thing out. Oh, this is the green room they talk about. Hey, look, it's Early Man with a coke habit. This is badass. Oh, I swear to God. A real microwave? Who else is craving pizza rolls? Oh my God, and here's a snack table. Snickers peanut butter. That's got all 4 food groups. Plus it's squared. Eureka! Mountain Dew from both the northern and southern states. Oh, this has real sugar. Oh, that's going to help my metabolism. I'm loading these down. That's the great thing about Zubaz. It's like a kangaroo. I got a pouch on both sides.
Donnie?
There's a
I haven't seen you forever. How have you been?
I'm good. Just
Donnie,
getting
what are you doing?
free samples.
Donnie, we've talked about this. I thought I told you there was one for you. We have so many people.
Well, I've been caller 9 16 times.
Donnie,
what are you going
to talk about this?
So I've had a pretty good adventure with this spy camera. Need to pinch the bridge for a second. I would highly recommend this spy camera. There's so much you can do, and you'll never be caught. I swear to God, I'm Donnie Baker, and I approve this message. Who are you? Stop spying on me.
We already called the cops. You might want to get moving. You might be able to get out of here before they get here.
And this is a DNA sample. I gotta go.
Hey, you dog owners, listen up. This is something for your big sweetie. Chew Works.
Has your dog ever scarfed down one of those chew sticks without really chewing?
Chew Works has a hold it chew, which will prevent choking and GI blockage.
When dogs can't properly hold the chew stick between their paws anymore, they tend to just swallow it.
Available in 3 sizes, mini, junior, and large. Extra large coming soon.
Their whole purpose is to provide a safer and healthier way for your dogs to chew.
Chewworks.com.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker. Guess what? I saved up some money and bought this new badass spy camera. I swear to God I did. Check this thing out. Perfect. Office supplies. Man, you can do a billion things with stuff. Staple remover, notepads. Looks like we got some erasers. There's over 1 million textiles in here. What? Oh, I have an idea. I swear to God, I just hit the jackpot. I learned this from my mom, Phyllis. See, you take the Post-it note, which appears to be just a common Post-it note. Then you take your pot you keep in a Parmesan cup. Put your pot right here in the middle, and automatically you got free rolling papers. I swear to God, man, once you inhale the adhesive, oh, you'll get people hooked. It's like a Fortune 500 buzz. This will be the next plot line on Breaking Bad 4. Well, let's get to work. Hey, man.
Hey, Donnie. I don't think you're supposed to be back here.
It's okay, man. I shut the door. Look, I come loaded for bear. I know how much you like this stuff. Don't start tweaking. I made these myself with Post-it notes. Here's your free one.
It's sticky.
Well, how else you think you're supposed to get hooked on it, Dick? Go ahead and hit it with a lighter, and this will keep you from snorting that Scotch tape at Christmas time. But wait, I want payment now. I want my payment now. $20 like usual.
I don't have any cash. You take credit card?
Yeah, what am I going to do with that? Run it up the crack of my ass?
There's... Love Blow Java.
I can tell. Look at the size of that wad in your mouth.
Hey, look, I'm blowing a bubble. Look, I've got gum all over my face.
Wait, let me take a picture.
There's caffeine in every bite.
Chew a wad, but not in haste. Sorry about that salty taste.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
I was flying from South Bend to here. I was on a plane this big. It was like a pack of gum with 8 people in it. What happened was we took off from the South Bend Airport Hair Care and Tire Center there. I don't know if you've ever been there. We got halfway here. We had to go back. It's like a 12-minute flight. We had to go back. We had engine trouble. We lost some oil pressure in one of the engines, and they told us about it over the speaker system of the plane, right, which was stupid because they could have just went, hey, we lost some oil
They
pressure.
just a little turn around and yelled at you.
The guy sitting next to me is losing his mind. He goes, hey man, if one of these engines fails, how far will the other one take us? And I was like, all the way to the scene of the crash.
Tom Simmons is our guest. I understand you've been to Afghanistan, I assume, on one of the USO type tours.
The Comics on Duty.
Okay, good for you.
Afghanistan is desolate, man. Everything is dirt. Every building, every structure is like dirt. We don't need satellite-guided bombs. We just should drop water balloons.
That'll muddy.
Wow. Turn that place into mud and farmland, and it'll be great.
Have you run this strategic idea by the people at the Pentagon?
Yeah, it'd save us a lot of money.
This is positively
launching a massive hydro attack. Is what we're going to do. And
all of these fire bombs are merely drawing it out.
Bob and Tom. You can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose.
Wow.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee limping along at the newsstand.
My lip really hurts.
Once again, Christy took a
Headbutt from a 4-year-old. Man.
to the face.
Yeah.
You got his head in your face.
Yeah, I'm lucky I didn't lose a tooth. It's all good, though.
Nothing that can take you out like a toddler's head to the
No
face.
joke.
Wham!
Man.
Then they make their body all stiff.
Yep.
That's why you got beat, Willie, when you were a kid. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Uncle Chick would beat you mercilessly in the green room.
I'm sorry I ate all the brownies. Red Sox. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, Uncle Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
There's I'm Chick McGee, and there's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
We have created a list of college football players that have unusual names, and we're going to be following these players just because of their names.
Right.
Not because of any particular skill set they have, although I'm sure they're all very skillful.
Sure, they're very
I'm
good.
sure they're all very good.
This includes a gentleman whose first name is DeColdest.
DeColdest Crawford, yeah.
DeColdest Crawford.
Where is he? I think he's in the top 10, actually.
And then are you going to call the Information Bureau at Boston University to find out if is the guy at Boston College or Boston University?
Boy, this sounds it's Boston College. This sounds a lot like sports work. DeColdest Crawford plays for the Nebraska Cornhuskers. He's a wide receiver.
Okay, and then Mr. Scheita.
Is he a Boston? Who's at Boston College?
Mr.
I
Scheita.
think, yes, Scheita Silla. He's from Middletown, New Jersey, and he is a defensive end for the Boston College Eagles.
Is Silla black?
Cilla Black was the name
She passed
of it.
away. She was a singer and
is that double down or triple
Liverpool.
Double. Well,
Cilla Black was a singer of the Petula Clark era in England. That I don't think she ever had any American hits.
I love it when you use someone equally as obscure to describe someone.
Because
Everybody knows Petula Clark. Downtown.
Kind of a...
Oh, that's one of the most famous songs of the 60s. Wouldn't you say?
I would say, yeah.
Downtown.
I would disagree, just to be contrite.
When you're looking for a prostitute, you will find one.
Behind one.
Downtown.
They took my wallet downtown.
Did I mention Tiger Shanks?
Oh, no. He should be a golfer.
That could be a Golf Digest headline.
UNLV, yeah. Steel Chambers, we talked about him. He plays for Ohio State.
Steel Chambers.
Buck Coors.
Buck Coors.
He plays for Wyoming. He's a nickel cornerback.
Is there does his mom go by Mother Buck Coors?
Spell Buck's last name?
Coors.
The Silver Bullet.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
Lucky he's not Buck Light. He might get banned.
Fine joke. Fine joke.
And you completely dismissed Ephesians Prysock.
No, I love that name.
Ephesians Prysock.
Isn't Ephesians a Bible verse?
Yes.
A Bible book?
Spell the last name?
Prysock.
What is the ethnic origin of that name?
I don't know. We need to find out what he is, don't we? And who?
No, I'm just curious. I'm not being.
Is he now, or has he ever been a member of the Communist Party?
Oh,
that's what we should find out.
He wasn't officially, but he was.
Does he work for NPR?
I work
And
for
what
no
about
one.
Javensky Schlenbaker, who's a running back, oddly enough, from Washington State? He doesn't look like a Schlenbaker.
No, and there's the first one you had was a guy whose actual name is General Booty.
General
His
Booty.
first name is General, like
I think
Sergeant Shriver. His real name was Sergeant.
I think General Booty's all wrapped up in name, image, and likeness. He's very rich, I would think. He's pretty high profile.
Oh, I'm very rich.
He's very rich.
Is that right, General?
Does
he have a phone service?
What would that be?
A booty call.
We didn't get to Massimo Biscardi.
Isn't that a designer?
Massimo.
Massimo.
Oh, I love a Biscardi cookie, don't you?
Oh, I do too with the coffee.
Okay,
Yeah.
this sounds exactly like something Key and Peele would make up. But this is this gentleman. He's a running back, Mississippi State. Jaquavius Marks.
Yeah, it does sound like, yes, that sketch.
Yeah. J-O-Quavious Marks. M-A-R-K-S. Jaquavius.
That's a beautiful name. Again, I need to get the pronouncer on Mr. Shaita.
Oh, Isaac Darkangelo. I didn't get to Isaac.
That's cool. Darkangelo.
He plays for Illinois. He's in the Big Ten.
I'm the fifth musketeer.
You got your Leonardo, your Raphael, and your Darkangelo. No?
No, I like Darkangelo.
There are jokes to be made.
Yeah, he was then he went on to play Lando Calrissian, the man who integrated
oddly enough,
space.
I know what you're all thinking. Isaac Darkangelo is a Caucasian gentleman.
Oh.
That was almost too enthusiastic.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, let's talk about it.
Let's do this. And then, out of all these names we've talked about, Paddy Turner.
Oh.
He's from Ararat, Australia, and he is a punter with Colorado State.
Oh, go Rams.
There you go.
Paddy Turner.
Patty with a DD or TT?
One of the finest burger chefs in all of America.
Patty with a DD, not a TT.
Okay.
So Patty is a fellow.
Yeah.
Pat, are you a Patty?
I'm a Patty, yeah.
Patty G.
I don't know if you know this, but he's Irish.
Yeah.
Oh.
Probably you're hearing of it.
What's Irish and sits outside?
Patio furniture.
That's exactly right.
You're Patty with a D? I always thought you were Patty, P-A-T-T-Y.
No, Patty with a D.
Oh, like a wagon.
Like the Paddy wagon.
Paddy wagon.
We're thrown in.
No, you're not. You're P-A-T-T-Y.
P-A-D-D-Y.
That's not true.
His full name is Paddington Godwin.
P-A-D-D.
It's double D.
Your name isn't Pad.
It's always double D.
It's Pat.
Patty
It's not
G.
Pad.
I've seen Pat Godwin in print. It's a T.
No, Patty
No,
G's always
Patty
been with
G's
D's.
a D, two D's.
Oh, the Patty G's made up. It's something you came up with, you.
No, that's the nickname for Patrick. P-A-D-D-Y.
You didn't know
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, for
Like Patty Chayefsky
Patty-
or
drunks and Irish.
Exactly.
Well, in Irish, isn't it like Padrig? Actually, it's P-A-D-R.
Oh,
Yeah, the Gaelic,
Padraig, Padraig Harrington, the golfer.
I didn't know you were Gaelic.
Hey, don't say
Whatever.
Gaelic.
How come lesbians aren't called Gaelics?
Hang on a second.
Wait a minute. So if you're an Irish lesbian,
Is this funny at all?
no. I'm just waiting for the horrible emails we'll be getting from lawyers everywhere.
We're still doing sports.
Wow.
Good.
How's that taste?
I love it.
Okay, let's go. I want to talk a little bit more about our friend Ron. Ron Sexton, our colleague, died on Friday. Very sad news. And we've been getting a lot of great letters about people who encountered Ron. And Ron was the voice of Donnie Baker, of Floyd the Trucker, Kenny Tarmac. He did some great impressions. His Sopranos, Tony Soprano was unbelievably dead on.
We're all going to have to be funnier, aren't we?
Yep.
try to fill that void.
Somebody's going to have to pick up the slack, and I can tell you this, it ain't going to be me.
Got this nice letter from Brad. He goes, I'm a truck driver.
Hi, Brad.
I listen to you guys every day.
Cram it, Brad.
I had a text from a friend who told me the sad news about Ron. I was fortunate enough to see Donnie Baker at Comedy Off-Broadway. I laughed so hard my stomach muscles were sore the next morning. After the show, he talked to everybody and got a picture with him. He was excited when I told him I was from Jacksonville, Florida. I showed him a picture of Ronnie Van Zant's grave. He said, everyone from Florida should have that picture. State law. I can hear him saying that in my head. So. A lot of great memories of fans who saw Donnie or Ron or his various people. And we'll get to some more of these. But I certainly appreciate your taking the time to write us.
Yeah, it makes it a little easier.
Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. And we have posted a letter from the Pork Pistols drummer, Dusty Privet, who has just a beautiful, beautiful letter that he wrote about his 17 years on the road with Ron and his friendship with Ron. So I urge you to check it out. It's at the various Bob and Tom social media places. Excuse me. Christy, if we get to some news, what will it be about?
Well, we have penis-flavored potato chips.
Pass.
And we have face keenies, popular now in China. And also, it's been really hot in some places. So hot, you can actually cook on your car dashboard. We'll find out.
That's one of those news stories I always hated.
I know you hate.
And then have to go, well, I'm a truck driver, and I cook my lunch by wrapping it in foil and putting it in the engine. And other than the fact that I have a tumor the size of a watermelon on my cheek from the chemicals in my engine, I feel great. There are plenty of great restaurants on the road, okay? Stop and go to one, all right?
Yeah.
That reminds me, Josh is sitting over there.
Hello.
We've reconfigured the studio. I kind of like this. I can see everybody finally.
Well, I'm glad. Now we calm down for at least 2 or 3 years. So
I can see Josh right there.
Hi.
And Josh, I know that you did some work on your house. When I say you did work, I'm lying. You had someone do the work for you.
Yes, I tell people I did it. But really, I Angie'd that. That's right.
Let me tell you. Let me show you what I've done over here.
Exactly.
120. Here.
When you Angie that, you find a skilled local pro who will deliver the quality and expertise you require. Angie's made it easier than ever to connect with skilled professionals to get all your home projects done well. Angie has over 20 years of home service experience. They've combined it with new tools to simplify the whole process. They have that great Angie app. You can also visit them, Angie.com, online. Answer only a few questions, and Angie will handle the rest from start to finish. Or Angie can help you compare quotes from multiple pros and connect instantly for maybe one of those dream projects you have, like I do. I want stacked stone put outside my fireplace, so I can't do it myself. I mean, I could, but I'd like it to look good. So I'm going to Angie that. That means I can take care of about any home project in only a few taps, because when it comes to getting the most out of your home, you can do this when you Angie that. Download the free Angie mobile app today or visit Angie.com. That's ANGI.com. Find that skilled local pro who will deliver the quality you require.
Thank you very much.
And deserve, really.
Thank you. Oh, of course. Yeah. Thank you very much, Angie. Thank you very much, Josh. Also, when we come back, we will be talking about these potato chips. We had the Lady Parts potato chips. The same company has now felt an obligation.
Equal time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Guess what I have over here?
No.
Yes.
What?
I've got them.
They're here?
They're here.
How did that happen?
Tastes like bean sprouts.
They taste like bean sprouts?
Well, she seemed to know almost immediately.
Oh, yeah, you date exclusively vegans.
Yeah.
We'll find out about that. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
Girl, the food was great. The company, even better. Why sit here all night long, going on about the weather? I know it's our first date, and good girls gotta wait. But I just turned 83, and you said you're 78. The moon is full drinking. Let's make love. We're old and we're shrinking. The hour is late. Let's just do it on our first date.
I'm gonna live forever.
Now, according to this news account, this says 10 minutes of staring at the charms of a well-endowed female is equivalent to a 30-minute aerobic workout, according to Dr. Karen Weatherby.
Well, you get one arm working out.
Men aged 40 or over should spend at least 10 minutes a day admiring breasts size D cup or larger.
There's a requirement.
This is from FARC. I have to tell you,
There is qualification.
I am a little
All right,
skeptical.
that's funny.
First of all, the headline should be Bob Kavoyan lives forever.
And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little bit. We want to look good in the painting.
Good morning, sunshine. To the max, there's bologna in our
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Christy Lee.
Hello.
In the performance room, it's Patty G.
With two D's,
Two
baby.
D's.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that. I thought it was two T's.
Two T's?
Yeah, two T's.
Yeah.
Double
I
D.
thought you were a TT, buddy.
Double D.
Nice duties.
Did you know there was a porn actor named T.T. Boy?
No.
In the 90s. You remember him?
TT Boy?
That's the rapper's.
He's got to be
Future?
from Manila, right? Or something.
He was just some dude.
Who's the rapper?
The rapper Future, his original name was T-Boy, and you know what T stands for? Yeah,
No.
TT Boy, that kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
You say it the right way, yeah. Because he loves them. That's what
So he's a T-boy.
Yeah.
That's Josh Arnold talking about TTs.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick, and here's Tom.
Now, you can't see this, but we have
pants on.
reconfigured the studio. It would be perfectly possible if you didn't have pants on, Josh. I couldn't tell because your legs are beneath more or less a traditional desk.
You and your legs are beneath me.
However, all of my stuff's been all moved around. And
There's a room over here. What size is this room?
A small closet size.
Like 10 by 6, 10 by 8, something.
Maybe,
That
yeah.
room is full of items that was all those junk was over there where you used.
Oh, we need to go through it and take what we want.
I think so, because he has no idea it's over there.
it was all
Old gifts.
properly stowed.
Oh, it's gonna get stowed.
But I've got my sound effects gizmo thingy over here. But I haven't tried it yet today. So I think it's time to test it.
Give me another.
So do you want to see if it works?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Nope.
Oh, it works.
Yes.
It's loud.
I didn't hear
Really
anything.
loud.
Let me try this one.
Hello there.
It's
So
really
loud.
Is it too loud? Hang on a second.
Way too loud. Can you turn it down? Can you turn it up?
This is my first time ever playing it. How about this one?
Hello there.
Much better.
Is that the right level?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just try a few of my sound effects. Give me a couple numbers, Josh.
7 and 2.
7 and 2. Oh, good one. What is hip? You want a hip trip? Maybe hip with a hip. Who wouldn't want that on their sound effects board?
Me.
You wouldn't want that? Give me 2 more numbers.
3 and 1.
3 and 1. Oh, good one. Good one. Good one. Frank Nelson.
Now let's see. I wonder where the jewelry department. Oh, Mister.
See, you got to have that sound effect, Alan.
The people just love it.
Oh, dude.
They lose their mind.
I'm one of those people.
They do. They lose their mind.
Once every 3 months, I go down the Frank Nelson rabbit hole on
Do
YouTube.
you?
Oh, just laugh and laugh.
Now, if you'd said 4 and 3, well, this is such a good one. See, you got to have that sound effect if you want to.
Satisfying.
Not even the same microphone.
Okay, well, then I've got to test this sound effect. Let's give it a shot.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby. Here he is with his joke of the day.
Hey, Chick.
Yes, Ace.
Hey, how do you send a caterpillar 100 feet in the air?
How do you send a caterpillar 100 feet in the air? I don't know, Ace. How?
You turn it upside down.
Oh.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the
See,
day.
I was thinking caterpillar,
That's what I was thinking,
catapult.
too. Well, I was thinking, no way is he going to say that. But
How about centipede? They have 100 legs, right?
Yeah.
Not caterpillars. They
yeah,
only have-
centipede is the...
I think caterpillar has
They're just
4
free.
legs.
Well,
More than that.
No, more than that.
So what you're saying is your astute analysis of the joke.
You have me there.
It is centipede, yes.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Want to try it again?
I think
Nope,
we have
no
to.
reason to.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice?
Choke on it.
Ace Cosby. Here he is with his joke of the day.
Hey, what are caterpillars afraid of?
Oh, he switched it up.
Yeah.
Dog-a-pillars.
What?
Dog-a-pillars.
Dog-a-pillars.
Yeah, the pillars.
Ad-libbing.
Dog-a-pillars.
I was prepared for the other one. Centipede. Okay, very good. Now, we'll move on. We have chosen some college football players we're going to be following this year, just strictly based on their name.
Yep, and I've already forgot what they were.
Now, one of them, his first name is spelled SHITTA. I've done a little bit of research here. It may be pronounced Sita, depending on his ethnic origin.
Not Shaita or
the other one.
Ita.
Yeah, but what an unfortunate. I mean, wouldn't you think someone at the hospital would point out, by the way?
Yeah.
By the way, Mrs. Fuca.
Remember Gregor? The basketball player? FU. Yeah.
NBA.
Yep. Right there on the back of his jersey.
Yes, sirree. Have we completed our sportscast?
Scott Rowland and Fred McGriff. Anybody remember Fred McGriff's
The crime dog.
Yeah, the crime dog. That's right. They've been inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Awesome.
Rowland, the only player to be voted in by the Baseball Writers Association of America this year.
Keep rolling.
Okay. And McGriff selected unanimously by the Contemporary Baseball Era Players Committee. Rowland, Indiana Hoosier. And according to a person familiar with the situation, the NBA Board of Governors has voted to approve Michael Jordan's sale of the Charlotte Hornets to an ownership group led by Gabe Plotkin and Rick Schnall. Schnall.
He had a hat.
Schnall. Where's my hat?
Isn't that one of your favorite all-time punchlines? He had a hat.
He had a hat.
He had a hat.
Do you remember that joke, Tom? He had a hat? You know, I can't tell it.
Boy goes swimming with his grandmother.
Yeah.
I don't remember this one.
I know the one it's your
grandmother takes her grandson swimming.
Yeah?
And what is it? He starts to drown.
Right, yeah.
He starts to drown, and the waves throw him and toss him. And finally, he lands. What is it? She starts praying. She starts praying.
She starts praying, yeah.
She starts praying.
Yeah.
Please save him, God.
And I believe the hand of God pulls him out of the water, sets him on the...
So he's fine.
Yeah, he's fine.
So he's
but
fine.
The grandmother looks up and says, he had a hat.
Oh, that's good.
Isn't that good?
Yeah. It's better than, I was thinking of the one that your so-and-so was in the sink.
No,
that's a good one, too, though.
See, in that one, this woman buys... Oh.
Yeah, that's different.
No world records today.
Really?
First time in a long time. Well,
how'd we get so lucky?
I don't know.
Looks like somebody read my letters.
I do have this, too.
Apparently Sam was on vacation, too. Huh?
He went to the Bahamas, right?
Okay.
No, he did not.
He did not?
I will find you a world record. Give me just a second.
No, we're fine.
No, we're doing this.
Hey, I haven't done one news story.
You need to shut your dirty hole.
She was on vacation.
Your mouth. Your mouth.
My hole's very clear.
Let's see. Guinness World Records. I'm trying to find a...
People are off.
Well, while he's looking, Chick, is there anything else?
I tried. An OnlyFans model turned boxer.
Oh.
I've seen her wrestle.
Oh, but you haven't seen her?
She's in hot water after flashing. Was that him?
No, I said Giner.
An OnlyFans model turned boxer is in hot water after flashing a crowd while celebrating her win. According to the Daily Mail.
Who's mad about this?
Daniela Hemsley.
Yeah, yes.
Leona's daughter.
No relation to Leona. I don't think. It can't be, right?
Sherman's daughter? Is that what you said?
No, I said Leona. But yeah, Sherman Hemsley.
Sherman and Leona were married.
That would be amazing because...
He's gay as a goose. Danielka...
Sherman Hemsley was gay?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. George Jefferson?
Yes.
You didn't notice the sachet?
He danced. I just thought he had a cool saunter. I didn't know he was lighting the loafers.
He's a great dancer.
Light.
He was a dry cleaner. Very clean.
Get the spots.
Wow.
All right.
I honestly did not know that.
Daniela Hemsley. It's not Helmsley. It's Hemsley. Mm-hmm. And trounced rival Danielka. Goes by one name. In the Kingpin High Stakes Tournament in Dublin. After she was announced as the winner via unanimous decision, the 22-year-old
lifted her sports bra and exposed her breast to the crowd.
Tatas.
Look at these.
Oh, my God. Josh.
I saw her, yeah.
Does she have any teeth?
Oh, I'm glad you said teeth. I thought maybe.
Look at this picture. She has no teeth.
No, don't say it.
No teeth.
That's her mouth guard, baby.
Oh.
No, there's no teeth there.
Well.
Is it just...
Is it like Patty said? Is it her mouth guard? Or
it could be. It may just be a very unfortunate photograph.
I think it's a very unfortunate photograph. But
she apologized.
She definitely flashed.
Yeah, those things are heavy. My goodness.
Oh, we couldn't see them in Tom's.
Are they heavy gnats?
Oh, yeah, they're pretty heavy.
Oh, here's a
I don't think
picture.
they're fake.
I can't
Here's
tell.
a picture of her on her Insta. What is it? OnlyFans. Yeah,
I
she's
saw her bounce.
actually
They're
quite
fake.
attractive.
She apologized, said emotions got the better of her. She later said in YouTube video she had not intended to fully expose herself. She had put stickers on her nipples.
Oh, the old Janet Jackson.
Stickers on her nipples. Shame on you. But they got stuck to her bra and peeled off when she lifted the sports bra.
Her bra.
MMAfighting.com reports Kingpin Boxing also apologized for the incident and noted that while not banned, we appreciate all of the attention. And Hemsley will take some time away from boxing.
What? Nobody's upset about this.
Nobody's excited.
I'll have you know,
this has been done before, too.
Why wouldn't
5 children burst into flames.
Is that true, Pat? Another MMA fighter?
Muhammad Ali did it. Yeah.
He took off his bra?
He did it first, yeah.
No, Muhammad
Exposed
Ali
himself.
boxed topless.
Exactly. The whole time.
That is sick. And how'd they get away with it?
After a really good stand-up show, Josh, don't you like to flash them?
I will whip my balls out.
No, I meant you.
We are in.
Oh, yeah. Those jokes always go over well, don't they, Tom? Those don't piss me off for 72 hours.
Hang on. I've got a note on that.
Yeah.
Try 48 to 72 hours.
Oh, yeah,
I think that hits me funny. I knew immediately.
That doesn't piss me off 48 to 72 hours.
It's better than
That is funnier, yeah.
Better.
As soon as you said,
I'm fine with you sharing it.
he tried to guide you away.
Yes, he obviously
And I'm
moved it.
thinking, okay, Tom's realized his mistake. Sorry. But no. And that, my friend.
You show the audience your sack?
If they're a good audience and they've deserved it, yeah. Or if they've earned it.
Who's a good audience? Oh, who's a good audience?
Who wants to see these balls? Who wants to see them?
I don't like that.
Why don't you like my ballies?
Oh, I hate baby talk. Stop that.
Make love to me now.
Flashing
If your husband's smoking baby, why don't you make love to me?
Oh, I'd kill him.
Come here,
Okay.
Mama.
I have more jokes.
I have jokes. That started it. That's where it began. And that's sports.
Okay. Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Well, I guess we'll get to news tomorrow.
Okay.
Any like breaking?
Do you want to do the potato chips or no? We're going to
Well,
wait
because
till
I've got him
tomorrow?
here to try. I think we should save until tomorrow.
Okay.
I don't know.
What's going on in the Ukraine? Anything?
I kind of had my mouth set for some penis chips.
Let's do some real news for once. I have things to say about the world.
Why don't
You do? I thought you weren't reading the real news.
Not at all.
Okay.
That's
Why
why
don't you do the?
I'll do this one.
Do the cookies. Well, that's not going to get anybody too angry. I hope.
I did it all for the cookies. The cookies.
The National Weather Service personnel in Texas put the record heat wave to good use by baking a batch of cookies on the dashboard of a hot car. The office in Midland, Texas said in a Facebook post it was about 105 degrees Fahrenheit outside, 190 degrees inside the car when the cookie dough was placed on the dashboard.
Get over it,
And I'm
Summer.
not sure how long it took to bake the cookies at 190 degrees. I would think it'd be a while, but I'm sure.
Couldn't you like slow cook a nice hunk of pork?
Slow and low, baby.
Yeah, you could
At
for
190?
hours.
Yes.
Well, you'd have to get it up to what?
Oh, I could get it up. That turns me on.
Oh,
But
140,
pork-
160?
Pork cooking in my
I don't
car.
know. Well, I don't know what you'd have to
Yeah,
examine.
165 or something
pork?
for pork. I don't know.
I'd rather have it cooked professionally in an oven. Thank you.
I mean, the internal temperature of the pork is at 165.
Yeah, you don't want pork.
I'd rather talk about something that's real instead of trying to be silly and funny.
Have you know, I provided that story. I thought it was silly and funny. I just don't think encouraging our audience to have pork tartare.
You could cook pork in a car at 190 degrees for 8 hours.
And it'll eventually cook through.
It's not pork tartare, it's pork car.
That is exactly right.
nice.
Have a little bit of fun.
If it's at 190, I believe the car would be on fire.
No, on the inside.
Inside, no.
Internally, you can get a car up to 190.
She just
I just said it was at 190.
If you ever listened to somebody talking in this room, you would know she said
190.
Yes.
That's also hot enough to kill an elderly parent if you're trying. You know what I mean? Hey, Grandma, we're going to the mall for a second. Just sit here.
Wouldn't it be fun if you rode in the back seat so I could conveniently forget you're in the car?
Passers-by. Oh, no, they left their grandma in the car. That's unfair. We got to get that grandma out of there.
So I'm guessing it's a black interior.
Love everything about it.
It's going to be hot. That's hot.
That's a hard sell.
Yeah.
190.
Yes.
That's got to be about the temperature of an easy bake oven.
Wait a minute.
I would think with a light bulb.
Didn't he say he gave you that story?
Yeah, he did.
And it hit him 5 times in the last 10 minutes about 190. Did you read it before you gave it to her?
Hot cars are very dangerous.
Yes, that's why.
Oh, I just thought it was 105.
That was the outside temperature.
Oh, okay.
Inside 190.
Wow.
You're a lunatic.
Grandma got baked.
Grandma got cooked inside the car.
Now, I know that after the show is over,
Texas Day.
I know where Chick's going to go.
Where?
He's going to get in his car if he can figure out how to start it.
I've got new batteries. I ordered a new camera from Simply Safe.
Another one?
You know, well, they have now. It's brand new technology. 24/7 live guard protection with their indoor wireless cameras. Fast Protect monitoring plan with Simply Safe. An intruder breaks into your house or your compound. Simply Safe monitoring agents can actually see and deter the criminal and speak to the gentleman's breaking into your house. Hey, get out of there.
Please don't take that.
The new camera is also the only indoor security camera that can trigger the alarm and instantly deter intruders with a built-in siren. That sounds something like this. No, I won't do that. 24/7 live guard protection and the new smart alarm indoor camera work seamlessly as part of that entire Simply Safe security system. Keep your whole home safe from break-ins, fires, flooding, and much more. And Simply Safe professional monitoring starts about $1 a day for peace of mind. A true bargain. And right now, Bob and Tom Show listeners, of course you get a deal. Get a special 20% off any Simply Safe system. You sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. It's a huge offer for a limited time. Just visit simplysafetom.com. That's simplysafetom.com. Remember, there's no safe like Simply Safe.
Okay, Christy, I found a different version of this Texas story.
Yeah?
It took 4 hours to bring to cook the cookies.
Thank you.
Inside the car. And it was 190 degrees inside. Do we know what the temperature of an easy bake oven is?
No, but I imagine it was not that far off.
Do they use the LEDs in those now?
Well,
I don't know.
That's interesting, actually.
My cousin had a gas one.
Really? Wow.
They recalled those pretty quickly.
Is that right?
Sadly, we're coming right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at.
Hi, man, it's Donnie Baker. Guess what? I saved up some money and bought this new badass spy camera. I swear to God I did. Check this thing out. Man, they got so much stuff in here. This is badass. I swear to God it is. You wouldn't think a radio station have so many pictures. Look, it's Bob and Tom. Man, something about that don't look right. Let's see if we can make it better. One down. Perfect. Hey, Christy.
Hey, what are you doing here, Donnie? You're not allowed back here.
No, it's Homeland Security. I'm supposed to come back here and check you for humps today.
You're not going to get your hands on me.
Okay, if you don't like this one, how about let me use this one? You know, the touch of a wolf is a healing touch.
No.
Better yet, how about fur on fur? Hi, man, it's Donnie Baker. Guess what? I saved up some money and bought this new badass spy camera. I swear to God I did. Check this thing out. Oh, this is the green room they talk about. Hey, look, it's Early Man with a coke habit. This is badass. Oh, I swear to God. A real microwave? Who else is craving pizza rolls? Oh my God, and here's a snack table. Snickers peanut butter. That's got all 4 food groups. Plus, it's squared. Eureka! Mountain Dew from both the northern and southern states. Oh, this has real sugar. Oh, that's going to help my metabolism. I'm loading these down. That's the great thing about Zubaz. It's like a kangaroo. I got a pouch on both sides.
Donnie.
There's a
I've seen you forever. How have you been?
I'm good. Just
Donnie,
getting
what
the
are you doing?
free samples.
Donnie, we've talked about this. I thought I told you there was one for you. We have so many people.
Well, I've been caller 9 16 times.
Donnie,
what are you
we talked about this. So I've had a pretty good adventure with this spy camera. Need to pinch the bridge for a second. I would highly recommend this spy camera. There's so much you can do, and you'll never be caught. I swear to God, I'm Donnie Baker, and I approve this message. Who are you? Stop spying on me!
We already called the cops. You might want to get moving. You might be able to get out of here before they get here.
And this is a DNA sample. I gotta go.
Hey, you dog owners, listen up. This is something for your big sweetie. Chew Works.
Has your dog ever scarfed down one of those chew sticks without really chewing?
Chew Works has a hold to chew, which will prevent choking and GI blockage.
When dogs can't properly hold the chew stick between their paws anymore, they tend to just swallow it.
Available in 3 sizes, mini, junior, and large. Extra large coming soon.
Their whole purpose is to provide a safer and healthier way for your dogs to chew.
Chewworks.com.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker. Guess what? I saved up some money and bought this new badass spy camera. I swear to God I did. Check this thing out. Perfect. Office supplies. Man, you can do a billion things with stuff. Staple remover, notepads. Looks like we got some erasers. There's over 1 million textiles in here. What? Oh, I have an idea. I swear to God, I just hit the jackpot. I learned this from my mom, Phyllis. See, you take the Post-it note, which appears to be just a common Post-it note. Then you take your pot you keep in a Parmesan cup. Put your pot right here in the middle, and automatically you got free rolling papers. I swear to God, man. Once you inhale the adhesive, oh, you'll get people hooked. It's like a Fortune 500 buzz. This will be the next plot line on Breaking Bad 4. Well, let's get to work. Hey, man.
Hey, Donnie. I don't think you're supposed to be back here.
It's okay, man. I shut the door. Look, I come loaded for bear. I know how much you like this stuff. Don't start tweaking. I made these myself with Post-it notes. Here's your free one.
It's sticky.
Well, how else you think you're supposed to get hooked on it, Dick? Go ahead and hit it with a lighter, and this will keep you from snorting that Scotch tape at Christmas time. But wait, I want payment now. I want my payment now. $20 like usual.
I don't have any cash. You take credit card?
Yeah, what am I going to do with that? Run it up the crack of my ass? There's...
Shame on you. You fooled me, we can't get fooled again.
Oblivious. Oblivious perfume is available at fine retail outlets everywhere. In fact, it's probably right in front of you and you didn't even notice. Oblivious.
You know, it'll take time to restore chaos, but we will.
Oblivious.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
Oh, my God.
There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
I don't know if you remember this, but Pat has a tattoo on his arm that used to have his girlfriend's name on it, and then when they broke up, and she had a couple kids, didn't she?
She has a couple kids now.
Yeah, I mean,
not
what I mean. No, but I mean, she has since left you and moved on.
She has a baby girl and a
According
baby
to
boy.
Greg Hahn, she's just trying to make you jealous.
I am not coming back.
Do you know that we've only been broken up 2.5 years, and she has her second baby?
Only.
You got her name tattooed on your arm.
Mm-hmm.
Never a good idea.
And one day...
I should have put it on my ass.
One day we got talking about it, and you actually have had it covered up. Well, you refer to it as a tribal symbol. Now, did she have your name tattooed anywhere?
On her ankle, yeah.
What'd she do about that?
Cut her leg off.
Wow.
Wow. She really hated you.
That's called coyote.
Yikes.
Wow.
Well, internet porn.
Oh.
Well, there's
photography. People don't. Yeah, photography. People don't go to porn shops anymore.
No.
because of the internet.
Oh, that's true.
But I think you missed out on the social aspect.
Is there a social aspect to that?
Yeah, well, you avoid eye contact. Try to hide your titles. Tranny. Oh, no, I was working on my car. The other day, though, I was watching gay porn.
Uh-oh.
No, wait, I'm sorry. I was watching pro wrestling.
Bob and Tom.
Fair, and you can come.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
We'll get it.
Thank you for your patience. Hello.
There's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much.
Hello, Tom.
Sad day today for all of us. Once again, a friend of ours and a guy who worked with us for years, Ron Sexton.
Decades.
Died on Friday, very suddenly. And we've been talking about our friendship with him and how much joy he brought to people with his various characters, including Donnie Baker and Floyd the Trucker, and many, many more. Coach Fontaine, Coach Ralph Fontaine, the baseball coach.
You give me 4 Chick McGee.
Kenny Tarmac. Oh, yeah. And a lot of the names, by the way, in a lot of those pieces are of real people.
Oh, yes.
that crossed one of us one way or the other at some point. And we're going to feature some of those. We'll have some audio. Some of those, we'll try to get to those tomorrow.
I went to high school with a gentleman named Donnie Baker. I absolutely did. He was a guard on our football team. Sweet guy. Really nice. And everybody thinks that's where we got the name, who went to high school with me. But I don't know where the name came from, but it wasn't from that Donnie Baker.
So was Patty Ferguson as hot as you said?
What did I just say? I thought it was Angel or something.
Okay.
Angel
Skinner.
Angel Skinner.
Yeah. Angel Skinner.
And Patty Ferguson.
Right.
He was a...
Yeah, they're both out there somewhere. Yeah. Okay. Now, coming up tomorrow, we'll eat these chips, or we'll discuss them anyway. But I do have the box of these imported potato chips. They're kettle chips.
That is ironic. I have a box of them.
And we had earlier we had the lady chips, if you will. Now we have the chips that are allegedly taste like the boys. We'll find that out tomorrow, as you can see.
I want each and every one of you to taste them.
Today in history, July 24.
Happy birthday, 1802, Alexandre Dumas.
Oh.
I believe it's pronounced dumbass.
No. The Count of Monte Cristo. Yes.
The guy responsible for the sandwich, the candy bar.
Let's put
Three Musketeers.
Three Musketeers.
Sure. Yeah.
He wrote some books too, I guess.
Oh, I love that. It's my favorite book of all time.
The Count of Monte Cristo?
Mm-hmm. I've read it and read it again.
And you like the sandwich as well?
Yes, I do love a Monte Cristo. Very good.
I can't read.
Born in 1897, Amelia Earhart.
We go, she was wonderful. She was an aviator.
Aviatrix.
Her and Eleanor Roosevelt, right?
Oh, yeah. Scissor sister.
This gets complicated here.
Did you see that, Tom? He said scissor and just shot you. Looked like you were going to get mad.
No, I heard.
Okay.
Zelda Fitzgerald.
Oh. Zelda Fitzgerald.
It's a princess.
Who's that?
F. Scott's wife.
Kitty, Zelda, Daisy. What about Daisy?
Daisy was in the book The Great Gatsby.
Daisy Duke? What's going on
That's
here?
Dukes of Hazzard. This has been a fun bit of stream of consciousness.
I'm very well read.
Although I saw the version with Robert Redford and,
yes.
Of
no good.
The Great Gatsby.
No good.
If they'd had Daisy Duke in that, it would have been better.
Certainly would have been watchable.
Yeah. But that's a turd of a movie.
Dry as anything.
Gatsby's fun, the newer one.
Dry as dust.
Yeah, that's much more fun. Happy birthday, Linda Carter, the Wonder Woman of, the 70s?
Mm-hmm. Just a smoke show, too, right?
Mm-hmm. Beautiful
Pretty
woman.
much, yeah.
Barry Bonds, very fine baseball player. Maybe.
Just a smoke show, right?
Still.
Giant head. I don't see him much, and he denied again in the Hall of Fame. I don't see him out in public much. very
I'm sure.
Wasn't he the batting coach for the Giants or something there for a little bit recently? I thought.
J-Lo, born in this date in 1969.
Oh, won't see anything about that on social media.
I thought you were talking about that device you put on a car to make
a J-Lo?
A J-Lo.
Low Jack?
That's Low Jack. I thought Low Jack, J-Lo, same thing.
Well, there's the Lopez, which is the candies at the bottom of the dispenser.
Lopez.
I thought the Lopez was you get the kidney and then you divorce. Never mind. Okay.
Inside baseball.
Okay.
He's my buddy, too. Oh.
On this date, this is Apollo 11 returns to Earth.
Yeah, big deal.
I was confused. I hadn't seen Apollos 1 through 10 yet.
Great movie.
Tom has moved to a new location, and the studio makes all of our lives a living hell for the foreseeable future. Let's see. If I hadn't heard this with my own eyes, I would not have believed it, said
That's
Tom
exactly what he said.
earlier today.
That was the jackass at the Eleuthera airport telling the TSA lady that the giant thing with his fishing rods in it could have been because that might be a bomb.
Oh, smart.
Or my fishing rod.
Everybody gets offended these days. Like you can't make a joke anymore, huh?
Woke.
Woke schmoke.
Yeah, here's the place not to do that.
Say goodbye, Gracie.
Okay. And you say that Oppenheimer is not a bomb.
Oppenheimer, I found enjoyable, wonderful.
Great. And Christy, you were not happy with Barbie.
Barbie was not my favorite. No.
Okay. All right. Good to know. And we're going to be reading some more tributes.
Nudity in Barbie?
We'll be reading our tributes to Ron tomorrow. So please keep sending them. We really appreciate it. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules or just scroll